going rough enough. Dopest dope you've ever smoked. I'm like the dopest dope you've ever smoked. Make me spring like I seen it go. Drink up, I'm soaked. I'm like the dopest dope you've ever smoked. These feelings you evoke, I only need one need. See me come undone. Just free my soul and turn me on. Lay me down and stop the time. So long I'll leave the world behind. Lead up a minute, you know there's no other. Too late for it if you're blowing my cover. Take me to heaven and back in a second. Light up this fire before you come rushing. Lead up a minute, you know there's no other. Too late for it, you're blowing my cover. Take me to heaven and back in a second. Light up this fire before you come rushing. You ain't going rough enough. I'm like the dopest dope you've ever smoked.
What is up, everyone? We got a great night tonight. Carlo, how you feeling, bud? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself?
No.
What is up?
Ricky, I am feeling good, but it's not going to last.
Oh, baby, tell me why.
One of these teams is going home tonight.
I know, man. I'm sad. These are
And
two really fun
we know
teams.
what's going to happen, but it's the journey. And that's why I'm feeling good. The journey to the elimination of Rutgers, or the elimination, Rutgers, aka Storm Soldat and the boys, or the elimination of the Slugs. We will lose one of these fantastic teams tonight, but before that happens, we're going to see them clash, and I think it's going to be one of the best bloodbaths of the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think this is a game that we've been looking forward to for so long, and both teams have agreed for a best of 3. So we're not just getting a best of 1 cheese fest. We're getting a best of 3. Which team is
best of 3 cheese
better?
fest?
Yeah, best of 3 cheese fest. Yeah, you're right.
Fest,
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rutgers
And
University versus
Storm
UC
Soldat
Santa
goes
Cruz,
home.
man. It's gonna be good. Gonna be
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I'm so excited that Rutgers is finally going to get eliminated.
They
Got knocked
needed
into
to.
the lower bracket in the first round after having the most difficult group in the fall, failing to qualify for the Winter Invitational, dominating their group in the spring, 10-0, 5-0, 5-0, 10-0. Makes more sense to say in that order. 5-0 in matches, 10-0 in games, and then they got knocked to the lower bracket immediately.
Yep.
They have made it every
Classic
week.
Rutgers.
They have not been eliminated yet, Ricky. They will not die. I think tonight may be the night we finally get rid of these guys.
Maybe, dude. We can only hope.
And just kidding. Storm Soldat and all of Rutgers are good friends of ours.
Yeah.
There will be some loving flame tonight. I can guarantee that. I cannot guarantee cheese, but I wish I could.
Yeah, I think both these teams we have watched a lot over this season, so it's going to be an unfortunate, end of the night where we do have to see one of them leave. But
what I gotta ask you a tough question, Ricky. What do you think of these teams? Not just from their score. Like, is there, like, if you had to pick who your favorite team is or who you'd rather see leave the tournament?
No.
Why? And I need an answer. This isn't like, oh, I like them both. They're so good.
No, don't do this to me.
Because like the Slugs always make it far, but they have never. I don't think they made it to LAN. Or if
neither team has made it to LAN.
But Rutgers has the underdog story of the year.
You consider Rutgers underdogs? That's the crazy thing to me.
No,
I look
but
at that team
but think about it. So they're a good team, but in the fall they didn't qualify because they were behind RIT and SBU. So they didn't get to go to the Winter Invitational. They've made it to the playoffs, immediately go lowers bracket, and they've been lower bracket since the first round all the way here. Like, maybe not underdog, but like their path.
They've taken an interesting
the hardest
trajectory.
path in the whole league.
Wow. Yeah, and then we have UC Santa Cruz, a team that has drastically improved year over year.
They own, man.
And they are a solid team now. And to me, it's hard for me to choose Rutgers, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because Storm Soldat's on the roster, but if you kick him, you got both our votes.
No, for me, the reason I choose... The reason I choose Slugs is because I'm a California native, right? And I gotta rep the West Coast here. We can't have an East Coast only LAN. So if I had to pick a team that I want to see,
what do you mean East Coast only LAN? You don't know who's going to LAN.
I mean, I'm just saying. A lot of the teams that are still left are East Coast.
I want a Canada LAN.
True, we could.
I think I still have a Canada team left. I'm pretty sure I do. University.
Toronto is out, aren't they?
Because it was Toronto and
UBC and Toronto both lost. I'm pretty sure UBC lost and then Toronto lost last week.
Okay, last week, because I know they both played 1 week and one was eliminated and one moved on. And the thing is, I can't pull up the playoffs because
I don't want to spoil anything, dude.
I know, dude. You know how hard it is. I can't. You know how difficult it's. I also do writing for the CSL, and I'm not allowed to look at the playoff bracket, so I can't look. Like, I can't get any information for my articles. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I actually have it favorited. It's like one of my most clicked links in my browser is the CSL playoffs because I have how often I have to check it.
Well, should we wait any longer? Do we just go in and do this?
Do we just go in and do what?
Oh, are we not watching the games tonight? I don't remember.
Hold on. We got to draft, Ricky.
Wait, are we? Are we actually doing this? We're going to draft? We're going to do this?
We're doing this, Ricky.
By the way, for those of you tuning in, this is a live match, by the way. This is happening
Live, like
right
all of our
now.
matches. This one is also a live one.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
We're doing it. We're doing it, man.
I would expect both these teams to be very well prepared. So without any further ado, let's go in and take a look at these teams.
Let's take a look at these teams, Ricky. Banners, actually.
All right. Banners, the Slugs and Rutgers banners, pretty solid. Nice little muted thing there. I'm sure that's not going to go
That's
away.
not going to be annoying.
Is that on yours
you
too?
can unmute me. You can unmute me if you want to hear my echo. That would be less annoying, maybe.
Yeah. Does yours screen
got
have
the
that
muted.
muted thing there?
Yeah. I mean, every time I play with you, it's there because I've had it muted since before
Nice.
this cast.
So I think what we'll do when we get in game is we'll mute each other again, like we always do, properly, and then we'll unmute our party mics. I think that sounds pretty good.
I don't know.
Who
Is
knows,
it even
man?
a problem having? I don't know.
I just don't want the
cast this
muted thing
I
on
don't
my
really
game
care.
on my screen the whole time.
I mean, that's your problem.
That's a really good
I'm not the
point.
one- I mean, but it's because you're the one doing all the hard work. I just gotta sit here and look pretty.
Oh man.
I don't even have to look pretty. There's no webcam. I just gotta sit here and look ugly.
Yeah.
And Smack Talk Storm stole that. This is
Very,
my job.
very good.
Eat it.
Well,
Okay, banners real quick.
I was like, you
Both
mentioned
are good.
banners. What do you say?
This is the finally we have a match. I think this is foreshadowing to the quality of match we're going to get tonight. Finally, two teams that have real banners, and one of them isn't cut off halfway, and one of them isn't anime.
I mean, are you really that upset about the anime banners though? Those banners are dope.
I would be, but I just saw Pango first pick, and now I have a smile on my face.
Oh man.
Doesn't one of the players on Rutgers actually have Pango as his icon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played like 300 Pango games in the last month.
Oh, 300? Oh, I guess he's still pretty amateur then. He's not a real hero spammer. So, no big deal. Don't mind me. I think I'm bragging about being a hero spammer right now. I think that's what just happened.
Well, one thing that we are noticing is there has been a decent amount of research done for these teams. Slugs ban out Razor, Enigma, Bounty Hunter, heroes that Rutgers loves to play.
Oh yeah.
But we also get rid of Juggernaut, Lifestealer in the opening from Rutgers. So interesting bans, to be honest, because one of those, typically Juggernaut's direct counter to Lifestealer, but if you're banning Lifestealer, then it's
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. It just seems weird that you would ban both of those carries first round.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
love it. They're both playing the game, and this is what we talk about almost every draft. But I love it. And by game, I mean they're playing this game. They're not playing Dota. They're not banning as if they're playing Dota. They're banning for the specific match that they're playing.
There's my boy.
I was just gonna say how much I love Nyx, and then they pick the hero I hate. I'm so over
Let's
that
go,
paintbrush
dude.
idiot.
Nyx Grimstroke is amazing.
Nyx, I mean, the first half of that is amazing. The other half is Grimstroke. No, Grimstroke's still a good hero. I won't deny that. I'm just sick of him, man. I'm just bored of him. But he's a good hero. We'll see some cool stuff. Double mana burn. What's up?
Yeah, the double mana burn's nice. The Nyx Impale actually cannot be duplicated. It is ground target only, so that's something.
You can target a hero, but it just counts as ground where the hero's standing.
Yep.
You remember? Did you play when Nyx's stun wasn't ground targeted, when it was targetable?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That was the tri-lane. That was in the tri-lane meta, and you could just go click on people in the tri-lane with the Impale. Oh my god, that was amazing. Those are the good old days. Nyx's still a great hero though. He offers 5.4 seconds of stun or something if you combo it perfectly.
Yeah,
Impale and Carapace.
Yeah, is it that much? I know it's over 5.
I'll get the numbers.
I think it's 5.2 or something.
I'll get the numbers right now.
It's what 2. It's
2.8 and 2.4.
Yeah, 2.8 and 2.4.
Yeah. 520 seconds, I think. I might be forgetting to move the decimal point.
No, it's exactly 520 seconds of stun. Math checks out here.
Perfect. Okay, why do you like Grimstroke still, Ricky?
I think he's just a really strong hero. I think he's in a good spot where all of his nerfs has made him balanced, right? I don't think he's busted in any way now. The Soulbind was...
You're sounding an awful lot like a hero spammer. No, he's balanced.
No, I mean, he is. If you think about where this hero was, right, a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I think or 2 months ago. I think he has been reworked enough to where he is fairly balanced. His mana costs are way higher on almost all of his spells. Soulbind got nerfed multiple times. Pretty much everything on the hero got nerfed multiple times. So I think it's been a pretty decent change for them.
Yeah. Okay. Point accepted.
And
I
I
think we're
think
gonna see some
I
shit
think
for
he's a
this
fun hero. Like if you're playing Grimstroke, he's actually really
I
fun.
like Inkswell. I think you know what my problem with Grimstroke is. I don't like Phantoms Embrace. I like the idea of it. I think
I
it's
love
kind of
that
annoying.
spell.
I like the idea. I think it's a very creative spell. But Stroke of Fate I think is stupid.
Oh,
Also,
what?
I'm just like if I play Grimstroke, I'm just gonna put every point in Inkswell and not level the other ones. I think Inkswell is the only thing I like about that hero.
10 seconds.
Soulbind's actually kind of creative too. Okay, maybe I like the hero more than I was willing to admit. I think I just
You're like, all right, now that I started thinking about Grimstroke,
Yeah.
this hero seems pretty fun.
Speaking of heroes that have been picked a lot in the first phase, Ricky, there's a snake in our game.
There's a snake in my boots. Can we say that?
There's a snake in my boot. That was actually a soundboard of Woody. That wasn't even me talking.
Yeah, I could tell. Speaking of snakes, Medusa was banned.
Good.
Yeah,
She's too beautiful for this game.
I like it. Doom, Disruptor, and Undying all removed as well. So
Disruptor's is getting some traction. People are loving him.
Radiant team pick.
Centaur. This is Team Ricky versus Team Carlo right now.
dude.
Let's see. Earth Spirit next pick. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Then it's actually
I don't know if I like the
Biascaster.
Centaur actually. It feels kind of weird. I think
That's your hero.
I do like Centaur, but I'm just surprised I didn't just immediately pick like Morphling, because now you leave Morphling up for Rutgers to just pick, and it would be a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
It'd be a little unfortunate if they pick the Morphling, because then they have all 3 cores telegraphed in their first 3 picks. But like Slugs needs a hero that can deal with Viper.
They can even pick a Morphling counter right now if they want. Like a support with a silence, right? It's silence that beats him now, right? I don't know what's going on with that.
The only thing that really beats Viper is you need a direct lane counter.
A counter for Morph. Like why don't Rutgers don't want to pick Morph? They pick a support who counters him.
Yeah. Well, Morphling, I mean, he's actually not bad against the 2 that they have.
Ooh, I like that
There's
hero.
a good pick, yeah.
Going to be hard to hit an Ice Path with Stampede, and Stampede also obviously counters Viper's Viper Strike and makes it easy to avoid Pango's Rollin' Thunder. Great spell name. I like the Stampede aspect of Centaur. I feel like Centaur as an offlaner, there are much better picks, but I think
10
the
seconds
Stampede,
remaining.
like hitting R this game, is going to feel really good for him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
5
Now, the
seconds
thing
remaining.
is Pangolier is pretty good against Morphling, just because you can get that silence. But the thing is now is you can't disarm and silence, so you're
Does disarm prioritize, or
50%
is there
less
any priority?
likely to silence someone just for the fact that you could also disarm them, right?
Yeah. That's so weird.
It's a pretty
I
huge
feel
deal.
like they got to rework that spell now. Because it's like it's already RNG, and you could RNG the one that you don't want, making it impossible for you to RNG the one that you do want. It just seems so funky. Like, I mean, I guess I'm not a Pango player. What do I know? I want to be, though. That hero's really cool.
I just liked the hero, but I liked Dark Willow more, so I just never played Pangolier.
Yeah, you're a Dark Willow fan. I'm a Dark Willow fan, too. Are you a Sven fan?
Not into Viper, really, but I mean, it's not
Got
bad.
Stampede. Double Stormhammer, though. They needed it. They needed
Yeah,
a
that is
combo, and
actually
that's
pretty
a really
good.
good one.
The Stormhammers, the double edges, like they have a lot of damage on Grimstroke. The thing is that I'm worried about is Sven is going to get kited, I think.
10 seconds.
He's pretty good against
Yes.
Pango in lane, though, because he has a
Chihiro
pretty
owns
decent amount of
Sven,
magic
too.
damage.
5 seconds.
Like,
Yeah.
not in damage. Like, Sven gets on top of him, but both Liquid Fire and Dual Breath are good against Sven, and Ice Path is a great stun. And you can, I mean, for the sake of argument, you could stand in Macro Pyre, but I mean, not any hero cares about that. I don't think creeps even care about that.
I was going to mention Troll Warlord. Yeah.
That's a great Troll Warlord with a Viper on his team. That's very dangerous. That's so hard to fight into. Like, to actually just take a 5-on-5 fight.
If
Even though we
you're
only
the
4
Slugs,
heroes.
you're going to be relying on picking off these heroes. And I think it is definitely
Yes.
possible because you have a hero like Nyx Assassin with a Centaur. And if Centaur gets a decent timed blink, you can blow up these heroes in that time frame. You're gonna have so much lockdown. So Nyx Assassin also incredible against Viper for obvious reasons. He just puts down Nether Toxin, and then at any time for the next 5 seconds, you can just go give him a 2.8 second stun.
Yeah,
Pretty
Nyx
good.
is gonna have a good game. Okay,
Yeah.
Ricky, I am without seeing anything else. Tell me what you think of Pugna for the slugs. I think it could be sick.
They ban OD. So Rutgers. Let's see.
I like Pugna without seeing Rutgers, even though they get the first pick. I like Pugna here because I love Pugna with 2 melee cores that just blink in and run the show. Put a lot of pressure on, and Pugna gets to play his own game in the back. Because I think Pugna is one of those heroes that if you can't pressure him in a fight, he can just win the fight for you single-handedly. And he's also
I don't think Pugna can beat Viper mid though. Is the problem? I think Viper will run all over him.
I feel like that lane, I think I saw it. I think I only saw it once, so I don't know how accurate it was, but I think it went completely fine.
Really? Okay.
I
That's
think
my
both
only
heroes
worry.
got something out of it, yeah.
Yeah, my only worry is how well that mid lane would go for Viper, and getting a really, really good start on Viper is scary.
And yeah. And it's Radiant Viper too. Oh my god, that's such like I feel like you can't let Viper go be the Radiant mid.
Yeah,
Abaddon, oh, that's Storm sold at hotmail.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, prepare to be miscoiled until he dies.
Draft. I used to like their draft, Ricky. Did they know they get eliminated if they lose this?
I mean, Abaddon, I think, is actually really strong now.
Yeah,
I think now that people are learning that you just ignore his passive because it's the worst passive in the game,
and you just become the miscoil bot.
and you just miscoil people until you die, and then you just run back to lane. It's like playing Undying, but you don't have to run to an enemy tower to kill yourself. You know, feels good. You just kill yourself wherever you want. Not many heroes can do that.
Yeah, him and Pudge, 2 cool heroes. I mean, I like Abaddon, but that's not like with last picks, you always want to. I think this is the way I describe last picks, is you always want to cheer.
Let's go. Alright, I was wondering if
That's
they were
the
going to go
last pick.
Sniper or Arc Warden. In my mind, I was like, I think those are the 2 heroes.
Well,
And I was like, my only issue with Sniper is Pangolier, but Benbird goes Arc Warden.
I actually don't really like it that much.
You don't think
Ricky?
Arc Warden's good here?
I think that Flux can get purged by Abaddon. I don't think Troll cares about Magnetic Field at all because he's super fast and can just stand on top of you. I don't think Viper really cares about Magnetic Field because he drops Nether Toxin inside of it.
Oh, I'll just keep going. I want to explain something to you in a moment, though.
Okay, and that's my problem is I just can't see Arc Warden getting too wild. Is there some what's the thing here? Also, Nyx's cosmetic is sick.
Yeah, that's true. The reason Arc Warden's good against Troll Warlord is for the same reason it's good against Legion Commander Duel. He can't actually move his hero. So you just stand still and magnetic field yourself and put the bubble behind you, and he can't hit you.
But can he just because he'd want to be melee ideally, right? Like
yeah,
he's such a
but
fast hero. I feel like he doesn't have a problem getting like just moving slightly into the magnetic.
Well, I'm saying
field.
if Troll Warlord pops his ult, he can't reposition his hero.
Oh, right.
So he just stands still, and you can just tank it.
I feel like I say it every week.
Every week you're like, I forget his ult.
Yeah, and it's like I played it, like I know his ult. I think I played against it. I still think he has his old ult.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty big deal for Johan this game. He's gonna have to get an MKB because he will not be able to have a successful ultimate otherwise.
There is room for error as well with communication because if someone's running from Troll and you drop the magnetic field, you don't want Troll to run into it. So there is a bit of room for error there, but I like that. That's a good interaction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this intro, Ricky.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and introduce the sides of Rutgers. First, we have Storm Soldat, the team captain himself, playing Jakiro. We have Lagcraft mid lane on this Viper, disgusting me. Johan bot lane playing Troll Warlord, being joined by Law on the Abaddon, and last but not least, we have Lefty playing his Pangolier in the off lane.
And let me tell you about the slugs, Ricky. Babag playing the big boy Centaur. Iroha is going to be playing our Sven. Benbird will be living it up on Arc Warden. Hopefully we'll see that interaction we talked about with Troll. Gaki Love playing one of my favorite up-and-coming heroes, Nyx Assassin, gorgeous cosmetic by the way, and Poxy playing the hero that won me over after a great conversation with my friend Ricky. Excited to see what the team captain can do. By the way, Poxy has 4 tangos as his item build.
Yeah,
he's the 6.
I don't know where his other items are. What? Did he just
Now,
like
bottom
couriers,
lane or
sentries, and
top side
everything?
we see the fight. Both heroes going in at the same time. All right, so Inkswell on Pango gonna actually go for the Jakiro because
Great
he can't
decision
swashbuckle
there.
away.
Yeah.
Very good play. Swashbuckle doesn't actually get him out. Bottom side, anything going on? It's like both people are just being pressured.
You gotta be
On
careful.
top of the top rune again. Storm Soul that dropping very low. Both heroes on top of him. They don't need an Inkswell. They just need auto attacks. Storm Soul that goes for the
hammer.
Drops the tree.
Yo, eat that tree.
Uses
Eat the tree,
potion.
Poxy. Eat it. Go back and
Eat
eat
the
it.
tree.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Foxy with your 4 tangos. And the tip. Yeah, baby. Ooh,
Well,
this
they
is
also
good.
got the ward there. They dewarded the ward camp, the one that they used to block, which is really big.
Storm
And they
stole
get
that.
first blood. They get the rune too. No, Storm got the rune. All right, so that's pretty good. I have to fix this audio setting. It's gonna bug me. Get out of there, open mic symbol. You're done. All right.
In regards to kills this game, definitely kill potential for the Slugs top. Kill potential as well for Rutgers top. Mid lane, Viper versus Arc Warden. I'll get Ricky to share some expertise there. Bottom lane, there's a double stun coming out from the Slugs. The Slugs have kill potential in every lane, I think. But I'd
Yeah.
love to hear your thoughts on Arc Warden versus Viper mid.
I think it's fine for Arc Warden. He has nothing that like he's really threatened by from Viper. He farms pretty quick. He can stack from range, so he's a hero that like doesn't really get shut down in this lane. But he's not gonna like kill Viper or push Viper out of lane. So it's a hero
Yeah,
that
they're
just
both
kind
just
of
gonna farm.
trades on farm. Yeah. By the way, happy
Okay.
April 1st. So happy question mark denies. Thank you, Val, for putting that one back in the game for
Oh,
us.
that's awesome. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, question mark denies are back.
I like that a lot. All right, well, 5 and 2 on Arc Warden, 4 and 1 on Viper. A little bit of action going on mid, but just players harassing each other, asserting their mid dominance.
Yeah, I think the reason Arc Warden will be fine is he has quite a bit more damage than Viper, because Viper does rely on a spell kit, and Arc Warden can just pick up a couple null tally or a couple Wraith bands, then go Midas, and he'll be fine.
Now here's a question for you: If Arc Warden is salving and he hits or Viper walks through Spark Wraith, does the corrosive skin break the salve?
Yep, it will absolutely.
Oh my god, I hope that happens.
So many fun interactions.
That's why Dota's the best game ever made.
It really is. Let's look at CS here. It's pretty darn even, right? Almost every lane is even.
Yeah.
The bag is doing great bottom. Troll Warlord right there with him. The mid lane separated by 1 CS. Top lane separated by 1 CS.
All right. So the only thing tipping the scales here is Storm Soul. That's death.
Yeah, of course.
Classic. I've been
Win
keeping
is
my
it.
eye on Arc Warden and Viper mid. It's been action-packed, but not too wild. Just they've been beating each other. Viper's actually taking some damage, but he's doing a great job doing this. This is an old trick in the jungle where you cut the tree, so you only have to take one mob at a time.
Oh yeah, that's classic. I don't know if it's worth it, because he's going to miss a lot of experience in this mid lane, and Arc Warden's going to get some really valuable denies. But
Yeah,
again, this is the issue where Arc Warden does a lot of damage, and if Viper does try to pressure him, he can get shredded pretty easy by the level 2 Flux now. So, pretty interesting.
Bottom lane, we've hit level 3 on Centaur, and he's starting to use some spells. Nyx and Abaddon have been having a little bit of a battle. I think when we get level 3 top,
lane.
actually right now, Jakiro gets Stormhammer. Follow that up with an Inkswell. It might connect on 2. It does connect on 2. Stroke of Faith, the 1/1/1 build from Poxy pays off, and they take out Storm Soldat for the second kill. You're going to chase Lefty out of lane. Bottom lane, we have some action. War Stomp follows up into Impale. Abaddon is low.
baby.
Abaddon is dead.
That is an 85 plus damage Centaur.
Yes, sir. Looking very good. Centaur's going to hang out in bottom lane.
I mean, you said this when it started. It looks like there's kill potential in all 3 of Santa Cruz's lanes, and they find 2 kills around the map. And top lane, actually Pangolier
never
already used
seen
Swashbuckle.
Oh my god. Sven's going to go under tower with the War Cry. He doesn't even really care. Stroke of Fate. Poxy's going to pick it up, though.
Yeah. Level 2 Stroke of Fate's a significant amount of damage. Good slow. Like, it's a great spell.
Yeah.
This is definitely a skill build. You just go 2-0-2, and then probably 3 in Fate, and then pick up your ult. Finish level 4
I thought it
Stroke of
Phantom's
Fate.
Embrace for some.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is good.
you
This
never
is
go
working
Phantom's
for me.
Embrace early unless you like have to cancel like a stun in lane. Like if
I
you have
see.
to play more defensive.
Yeah.
But
Bottom lane, Centaur might drop. We have a shield on Troll, so he's going to dive the tower, but an Earthspike will slow him down. Mistcoil
barely
drops him
lives.
low, but he makes it out. When Abaddon returned to the lane, he just immediately went back to town with Miss Coiling Centaur.
Oh,
First
yeah.
thing he did.
That's all he needs to do.
Yeah. Ricky Viper actually beat Arc Warden to 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's the jungle creeps. He killed like 5 stacks.
Ah. Well,
But
actually, we're gonna see Arc Warden. He's a whole 2 range creeps behind.
look at fighting at the bot rune.
Yeah, we're gonna get
that's a kill
more
for
action.
sure.
Earth Spike, double Earth Spike connects.
The back's gonna get the other rune.
Centaur wants to get the bounty. There it is. Troll is not coming out on top of this engagement. On the top side, Storm Soul that
DD
died on
Viper
bounty
coming in
rune.
though.
Viper,
yeah.
this is the biggest boy in the game right now, and we're gonna see Nyx fall because of his appearance bottom.
Well, I mean, that's now what, 3 kills in this top lane alone? 4 kills in this top lane. I forgot about the first one.
3 times. Oh, double ice pass. Speaking of double stuns, double breath. Poxy dropping low.
He has no
damage
mana.
from Lefty. Storm Soldat wants to stay in. Storm Soldat is hungry, but Sven is going to beat him away with that big old sword of his. Stay away from my support.
I want
Honorable.
Iroha's sword so bad. Take that any way you want, chat.
Jeez. No one was thinking it until you said it.
I realized it right after I said it. I was like, oh no.
Can I get a new caster?
Someone send help, please. Oh gosh.
No.
Alright, so back to the game. We've got the Necro book actually coming out first from Benbird.
Oh, I really like this because
So
they
he
are
went
pulling
double.
ahead.
He went double Wraithband, and he went double Sage's Mask, and now he's going to be going for the Necro Book and Midas, which is like super old school. Speaking
in the jungle. Nyx has found Viper. They might go for this. He can't let him get into tower range unless he wants to go for the Impale. No. How long on Ben? Oh, it's invisibility. Oh yeah, dies level 3. All right, there we go.
It's a
Impale,
huge kill.
Flux, runs to the creep, trying to stay alive, just putting as much damage on the double. He doesn't even drop it to half health before he falls. Slugs have gained a kill on every single lane, Ricky.
Yeah, and now Iroha's top lane is super good because Lefty can't really contest too well. He does have the Javelin, right, to put out good harass, but Sven gonna have his
Warcry.
level... Yeah, he has level 2 Warcry. He's gonna pick up his level 6 here soon, which makes it very difficult to contest him in bot lane. Getting a rotation? Are they? No,
Yeah.
not gonna be able to happen.
Not quite. Jakiro wants to lane mid against Benbird,
Jahan?
but Arc Warden is extremely dangerous. There's more action top lane though. The Suns are coming out. So are the Whirling Axes. Burst Spike, double edge. Grimstroke beat him down before Babeg dies. Babeg ends up falling. They lose their Centaur, and Troll is very healthy after using his magic wand. The Hunter becomes the hunted. Troll goes back in with the shield, and supports are forced back.
I mean, this is also
They
the
will have
power
Impale
of
soon.
the Abaddon. Like,
Great
he gives
wand.
him so much more effective HP. 100,
Oh yeah.
165 heal to that hero
Yeah.
every time he uses it.
For a hero that just wants to man fight everyone. Arc Warden dropped low mid, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on whose side you're on, does not die. Jakiro's a little bit separated bottom. It looks like they still want to fight Poxy, and Storm Soldat is hungry this game, Ricky. He is not happy with his 0-3-0 score, and he's looking to fight. Hits another double ice path coming out from my boy. We're going to see Grimstroke drop in low. Great stun from Nyx will slow down the Troll, saving the Grimstroke. Abaddon wants to go for him. Poxy does die on the back end, but Troll's in trouble. Nope. Storm Soldat's in trouble. Again, the double ice path. 200% accuracy this game. The bug doesn't even get his stun off before he's taken out, and Johan is not done. Yes, he is. Just kidding. April Fools.
These were great rotations from Rutgers bottom. Like their troll's really strong right now with his Whirling Axis levels. You have just level 4 on Abaddon's honestly enough to keep that hero sustained in these fights, and they kind of win those long duration fights like no
Upside.
problem.
We're getting collapsed on. Oh, the Phantom does not embrace Pango in time.
Tower is under attack.
I
All
agree,
right,
though.
the Necro book is done, so we have 4 Necro minions starting to farm the jungle.
Jeez, soon they're going to be farming towers. They grow up so fast.
Yeah, I wish I never had to experience that.
The rotations are a key role to just dealing with tough lanes, right? We've seen the 2v2 scenario with like Sven and Grimstroke top. They don't lose, so you got to start pulling heroes around and making plays. Or maybe
Yeah.
you just leave Johan bottom because he's the manliest man alive and he's just been fighting these 2 other players. He doesn't care.
Yeah, it is getting more difficult for Johan to die. As long as Abaddon is there, I don't think they can kill him. The thing is, though, if you're slugs, you may just want to turn your attention and kill the Abaddon instead of focusing on Johan. Because if they do CC him up, I believe they'll have the damage to kill him.
Yeah, of course. Johan he's winning me over and over every time I see him play.
Yeah, he plays really well, and Troll's one of his better heroes that we've seen him play in CSL.
I can tell. Yeah.
Runes are coming up soon. Top lane, they're gonna try and contest these. Poxy.
All right, Storm Soldat has not had a good experience at the runes, and it looks like it's gonna happen again. He gets Phantom Embrace. Now we have a great position for Rolling Thunder. Not going to connect just yet. There we go. Grimstroke is caught. Atos Viper picked up. They're going to isolate the Sven with that one. He's breaking. He's TPing. He's not going to get out. Rolling Thunder, my friend. Your bounty rune and your life have been stolen. No, speaking of stolen, bounty runes. Poxy grabs the one on the backside. Level 4. He goes for the TP. Atos should be up. No, it's not. Poxy makes it. Out. How'd the other two go?
Other 2 runes, both picked up by Gakilov. So 3 runes for Santa Cruz, but you do lose the Sven, which is a pretty big deal. Sven is right now currently just behind Johan now after that death, but Arc Warden obviously getting quite far ahead of everyone. That's basically just these Necrobooks. He summons 4 Necrobooks and clears every camp in the jungle with them.
That feels really, really good.
It's pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah, look at the gold advantage right now. 1k for the slugs, then look at the net worth. He's a little bit less than 1k above Viper now. Viper's farming a wave. Oh boy.
That's pretty nuts,
Supports are having issues with levels though.
This is true.
4 Grimstroke, 5 Abba, 5 Jakiro, 6 on Nyx though.
That's big. they might have tomed for the 6 on Nyx, but he's honestly been sitting bot for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have to.
Storm Soldat takes a little bit of damage.
Iroha has his Mask of Madness now actually on the Sven, which is a pretty big deal.
Oh,
actually,
here we go. Storm Hammer on Storm Soldat. Let's go. Grimstroke's coming in. Hits him with the Stroke of Fate. The shield comes out. Rolling Thunder used immediately. I love how active Pango can get in the early game. Storm Soldat just leaves. He's not putting another death, but Viper's dropping low in the mid lane. Arc Warden goes in. They managed to kill the teleporting Jakiro. That's the alley-oop, but on the back line, Law, Hail Mary, Miscoil. He's been warming up all lane.
Yeah, manages to find him. Yeah. All right, there's the 2 Necrobooks going again.
Storm Soldat actually takes the tome over, I guess, yeah, he's the only one doing that 6. And Macropyre is really good for dealing with pushes.
Yeah.
Buys you a wave. Benbird's dangerous, Ricky. Benbird's very dangerous. Now over 1,000 ahead of Viper. What's his GPM? Let me see. I don't remember what my hockey is. 478.
Viper's like trying to hunt the Necrobooks, which is funny. He like he's following them around trying to kill them because they're worth so much money, right?
They are. Oh, Viper might have found a Grimstroke, and Ice Path follows it up. He's taking a lot of damage. Nyx with a great carapace. Stampede is used. Are we going to see initiation bottom? No, we're not. That was just to save his friend. Double damage.
Well, I mean, keeping Grimstrokes alive is pretty big.
Clarity, rather, not.
And he has a Midas completed now on Benbird as well. So he has the Midas. He has a level 1 Necro Midas completed 12 minutes. And his farm is going to start snowballing pretty heavily.
His tower's getting pressured because he doesn't have fighting items like Viper. That's where we see the trade-off. Viper can get active earlier.
I mean, Santa Cruz, I think, is okay if this game continues to go, because Viper's not a hero that will definitely fall off. Iroha going the Mask of Madness means he is here to farm, right? He doesn't really want to fight right now.
No, not until he gets his blink, he doesn't really want to fight.
Yeah, Grimstroke also gets a GPM talent at level 10.
Yeah.
And so does Nyx Assassin. So both of them are like okay if this goes on for 20 minutes.
Our Nyx Assassin's talents are pretty strong, but more importantly, I completely agree with you. Like, Santa Cruz is not ready to fight this second, the same way Viper is, but Santa Cruz is also really not in any position to be worried. Their pushing is quite slow from Rutgers, even with Liquid Fire. It's only level 2, and the farming on Santa Cruz is insanely fast. As you mentioned, the Necro Book is being used to farm the entire jungle. There's 2 Necro Books. There's 2 Arc Wardens. He's now at 7,000 GPM. Like, I think I blinked and he went up 1,000.
Yeah,
or not GPM, total net worth.
Yeah. I mean, he's just getting out of control.
Yeah.
He's accelerating his farm so much faster than every other hero.
Yeah, very impressive. Liquid Fire, Storm Soldat.
Looks like they're grouping mid. They want this tower.
Yeah, they want it, but top side's getting pushed by Sven by himself. Uncontested, we will see Troll rotate. Mid tower's going to fall, Ricky.
Yeah, it will.
No last hit.
No last hit, though, yeah. Invis Nyx here. Trying to see if he can find something. Their team's not going to pressure, but if you can see them place like a ward or something, it's a big deal.
All right, Arc Warden goes on Jakiro. That's the Spark Ray. Stampede to follow it up. Flux. Oh my god, Viper got
silence.
hit by that Soulbind. They haven't finished Storm Soul that yet. They take him out, and now Viper's dropping very low. Rolling Thunder from Pango is going to buy a ton of time for Rutgers. Sven's doing quite a bit of damage. We're going to see Viper fall. Pango on the back line. No Swashbuckle for 5. He has to worry about the Phantom's Embrace. It's not going to be up. He's heading the whole team right now. Flux. Stun. Uh-oh.
The double flux, dude. Level 4 double flux. There's a lot of damage.
Yeah. What can we
manage to get the 2 runes top though for Rutgers?
Oh yeah. Once again, Gaki left. He's picking up a ton of bounties.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't actually catch the fight recap there, so I didn't see how much damage was done. But if I had to guess, I would say a lot by an Arc Warden and a lot by Centaur, because he got a double. He got basically the double edge. Plus like 2 more in that fight, so
yeah, the double edge, the big boy damage spell with the splash too. I think it was very unfortunate that Viper got soulbound. I think Rutgers could have been fine to run if that didn't happen, but they didn't want to lose their mid player, their fight ready mid player, or fight ready, so they thought.
Iroha getting scouted here. Needs to be careful.
Stormsoul that's only level 7 though. Is he really going to chase? No, he's not going to chase.
Nah, they're diving for the Grimstroke.
Yeah. He has 3 points liquid fire. Grimstroke will die. They want to take towers.
Look at the Radiance vision here, right? They have the entirety of this jungle warded, because this is all they want to do is start cutting off the access to farm for Benbird.
Oh, double Ice Path again. Stormsoul that hitting amazing Ice Path this game.
Didn't Quelling Blade that sentry for some reason. That's surprising.
They're not prepared.
Mid-lane.
He's not taking the last hit. There you go. 100 gold. There it is. Oh. Link Dagger on Centaur.
Does he have it? Oh, jeez. Alright, this is going to be nutty.
Uh-huh. What are we getting on Rutgers here? Anything scary? Vlad,
Mech's almost... Mech is done, actually. It's coming on Courier soon.
And Pango has his Maelstrom. So he's going to put some damage out. And Maelstrom does go through Magnetic Field. I didn't just totally learn that right now. Wasn't sure how that interaction worked. And here we go. 4 points Liquid Fire. This is it right here.
Yeah, they want to push.
Yeah, on the sidelines though, Centaur's invisible. They have to know though.
They have a sentry down though, so they know this is happening.
That sentry is stressing me out. They might go on lefty here. They have great vision. Oh man, the sentry not Soulbind on Viper and on Abba. We're gonna see the blanket from Centaur. Stampede gets the team in 2. Viper's taking a lot of damage, but a Rolling Thunder is taking out everyone on the slugs. First, we're gonna see Grimstroke fall. Rolling Thunder is still going. Grimstroke buys back Centaur. Rutgers groups up, eliminates the tank. Now they're going back under the tower. Another great Ice Path. Stormsoul that's slowing everyone. Throws the Liquid Tower up on the...
This Arc Warden is still so healthy though.
Tower. Viper.
Oh my gosh, never mind.
Arc Warden goes on him, but Abaddon goes on Viper too, and Abaddon's got the save. Stormsoul that's going to fall in the collateral, but his brothers are still standing. All according to plan.
I mean, that was so close. That fight almost went really bad. They had to buy back the Grimstroke, but Sven barely lived. Johan diving for the Sven doesn't end up finding the kill, but this is where Rutgers' lineup is really strong, and they're not really crushing these fights. So it's
but mid lane, we see why he gets taken out. He doesn't have ult. He's in brace. His shield is popped. He wants for a second. He might be able to deny.
Yeah, but he'll die to the Phantom's Embrace.
Yeah, and that was a buyback for that, so not the worst. That actually puts the fight in. That like actually makes it completely dead
after
even.
That. Yeah. Just go back to farming. Both teams.
Rutgers' positioning in that fight was amazing, and that's why they did so well. With that unfortunate sentry ward. If that sentry ward was a little bit more to the right, Rutgers would have brushed that fight. But even without that, Rutgers regrouping and keeping the Viper alive, Abaddon and Rutgers positioning. That's my most valuable aspects of the fight that I think allowed Rutgers to hold their own there.
Grimstroke's level 4 Inkswell, or not Inkswell, Stroke of Fate actually did so much damage in that fight too. Like when you're grouping up like this, especially with creep waves and stuff, that Stroke of Fate can end up doing like 500 damage to a hero on the back line.
Oh
so it's a pretty high.
That's how
pretty
they ended up killing Jakiro.
Yeah, exactly. They all seemed kind of healthy, and then they just take a massive nuke from downtown. Pretty nuts. Nyx Assassin's actually going for a 4-staff, it looks like, as his
For
first
Viper
item.
and Atos, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. After that, I'd like to see him get the Meteor Hammer. I think this is a perfect
You want
game
him to
for
go
it.
Meteor Hammer? Who's going to build BKB this game? Only Viper? Well, he's going to be hard to channel it, though, if Abaddon can purge the stun.
I think he just wants it to... I mean, does he...
push.
Maybe he doesn't go Meteor Hammer. I think since you have an Arc Warden, you might not be able to.
Arc Warden's out. Double is coming top, buying some time for the tower. They fortify and Magnetic Field, though.
Icraft's got to be careful. He's actually going to take a lot of damage from this.
I think he'll be fine with Abba there. We're going to see the top T2 fall for the Slugs, but they're going to take the T1 mid and the T2 bottom, or at least they're attempting to. Defense from Rutgers. Wait, where'd Sorcel that die? Oh, he was mid.
Oh, I just didn't even know I was there. Bot lane, they're rotating for this Babag
Yeah,
Centaur.
that's where the
He blinks
defense is
out,
going to
though.
be. They repel the Centaur. This isolates the Pango. Everyone on the Slugs. We have
Oh,
Nyx
they just
coming
got Pango
in.
on the
He
stun.
stuns them. The Carapace, no
initiation.
follow-up, though.
Yeah, they're worried.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
your Arc Warden's not there. I don't think you want to risk it, right?
And I mean, they back there and they win, right? I guess they lost the T2, but they got a kill. They took the T1. Just wait for Necrobooks and go again, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. Midas is up on Arc, and he uses it only about 2.5
4-staff
seconds.
completed on the Nyx Assassin. Grimstroke just going to go for the Aether Lens. I think that's all you ever need to go on that hero. Mainly because, like,
good.
you get the Aether Lens, and then you get your cast range talent at 15, and then suddenly you have, like, a 1300 range Stroke of Fate and, like, an 800 cast range on Inkswell.
Yeah. And it's so good just being able to position that far. I was going to mention at 10, Jakiro picked up 300 attack range. And this is essentially
really?
the same
Wow.
argument.
Ooh,
You
they're
get to play the
smoked,
fight
speaking
so
of them.
safe. Are
They
just
have
going right
great
for
wards
Roshan?
in the dire jungle here. I don't think they're going Roche. I think they want to catch a gank here. They want to kill someone.
They want the Nyx, it looks like, of all heroes. Pango goes in and starts it off. He does get the silence. Inkswell misses. Rolling Thunder coming out on the side. As Pango is soulbound.
No one can go in near him
Coming out
now.
for the Slugs. They hit Nyx, but they don't know they hit Nyx. Now we might see the Slugs trying to make a play.
Soulbind is such an
counter
interesting
initiate.
counter, actually.
Atos doesn't hit. Dust comes out after the disjoint. Arc Warden has revealed his presence with the Spark Wraiths.
So when you soulbind a Pangolier, if no hero is allowed to basically follow him up because the Rolling Thunder then just stops. So it's a pretty big deal that Grimstroke used that soulbind because the rest of the team couldn't follow.
So what happens is he
just
gets
stands
stuck
still.
moving the same direction.
No,
he stands still.
he literally like will just stand still. He doesn't really move.
If it doesn't connect on anyone.
If it connects on someone, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He just kind of stands still. If it doesn't connect, he can continue to move. So that's why the
Okay.
rest of the team didn't follow him in.
I see. That's very cool.
All right, we actually have a Crimson Guard picked up on Centaur. This guy is managing to find farm everywhere. Santa Cruz looking pretty healthy. 7,000 gold lead already.
Big part of that is the Arc Warden.
Yeah, definitely.
Sven as well, joining that farming club. And I kind of like how Sven is going a farming build because he can do well in fights with what he has. And
They want
his
this
goal is
troll.
really just
Can
to
they
buy
do this?
time. They might go, there's
Dr.
no
Love
blink.
gonna try and find
Oh,
him here.
but they find him in the side. Sven might start the fight. The blind is used. Sven can't do damage. Follow it up with Vendetta. Oh, they realize they're not going to go for troll.
Yeah,
That
it's
blind
really hard
man.
to kill him. He's tanky enough that he would get his ult off almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay, Ice Path. That one does not
The
connect.
bag and Lefty kind of having a little on bottom, but Lefty gonna just TP out.
Okay, game's slowing down, Ricky, and I think the Slugs are happy with this because they're farming while as Rutgers is trying to make plays.
Yeah, I think I think both teams want BKB right now, and like Johans is very close to being done. They actually just get it and they smoke immediately, so this is a pretty big deal. Gakilov actually
Viper.
breaks the smoke. He
Kill
needs
by
to
Nick.
run.
Do they get him? No, force staff out.
Staff, good item.
Bottom side, we're going to see Centaur cut a creep wave again. Might even use his retaliate to push this.
Oh my god,
God,
Lefty
Lefty's
just
dropping
took so
below
much
half.
damage.
They see Viper porting out. They see Troll porting out. Breaks
He gets the
Johan's
troll.
TP. Okay.
He's
they're
silenced.
gonna
This
get
is huge.
Troll on the top. Rolling Thunder coming in. There's the Soulbind. Troll manages to drop Nyx. Troll wants more. They found Benbird, not with his team. They're not gonna
Lefty's
be able
dead
to
for
catch
that.
up. Lefty
Yeah.
drops, underestimating the damage coming out, and now the slugs are coming in. First Storm Sat, so that will be stunned in front of everyone. He gets the macro higher, but he falls.
I mean, that
Rutgers
Spirit's going to connect on white, or on wall there.
There's going to be a Centaur Stomp. No, and Atos buys Abaddon time. Abaddon, rather. He's going to get slowed again. He has a Shrine.
He's
Nope.
out.
He's going to keep outrunning the Spark Wraith. Okay, slugs want to push down mid, Ricky.
I'm surprised they haven't looked in for a Roche. Runes are up, so I'd imagine to try to just grab all 4 runes right now and go from there.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be 4. Yeah, he Love picks him up again. How many runes collected this game? 100.
I will say Johan was like really smart in that top fight to immediately kill Fam's Embrace and then just BKB so that he doesn't just get picked off by the 2 supports. Like he manages to find a kill, but once that BKB is expended, he has no real way to fight them.
Yeah. No, he's playing exceptional this game. I just hope it's going to be enough. It looks like Arc Warden, the amount of damage he's putting on these fights is insane.
Yeah. He's very scary. He has the Mjolnir, Boots of Travel, Midas, gonna have a BKB soon. After that, it looks like he's itemizing for a Silver Edge. So, getting those stats, being able to split push, and just do that much more. He's just gonna take a free tower top lane.
No contest.
I mean, he pushes so fast.
Supports the wave. They're going to trade T1 for T1, but this is an illusion. A doppelganger.
I mean, they could defend bot, but it looks like they just don't care, right? They're okay giving up these towers for...
It's going to fall eventually, right? Like, it doesn't even have backdoor protection.
Poxy actually going for a Force Staff next, now that he has Aether completed. And we've already talked about why Force is already so good. Sentry down right in front of the tower. Gokula's got to be careful.
Oh.
They mount the defense
Yeah,
here.
I hear the Rolling Thunder. I want to see the Rolling Thunder. I wish they brought a ward to put on the spot. Soulbind on Viper, they can play around this. It hasn't connected. Okay, Viper's getting gone on. Phantom Embrace, Fed, God's Strength, BKB. We're going to see a BKB on Troll as well. Centaur stampedes his team in, but he thinks that they're stampeding into their death. Centaur will be the first to fall. Storm Soldat connecting with another Ice Path. Sven running away as God's Strength seems to wane. He hits Viper again with the stun, and once again, Viper is shielded. Sven turns his attention to Troll, but in a toe-to-toe fight. Troll, oh, they actually do take out the Troll, but they trade him for the Sven. Viper's still in, gaining health as the fight goes on. Great Abaddon play. Abaddon's actually the one getting low from all the miscolas he's throwing. We're going to see Poxy on the sideline here. He can really excel in this situation.
Oh my gosh.
And they clean them up in the end. Arc Warden.
These fights are insane. There's so much happening in every fight. Like
last fan standing, Ricky, is your boy.
Poxy. My boy Brimstroke.
I
I mean, this is the power of an Aether Lens, right? In cast range, he just gets to sit back in the fight, keep good positioning, and keep throwing out spells. The way that Rutgers positions themselves in these fights that you pointed out earlier is really important. The Soulbind never linked to anyone. It linked for like a half a second onto an Abaddon, but it didn't matter. So Viper just keeps himself away off to the side from his team. Rolling Thunder just creates so much space in the fights as well. And when that fight started, they didn't actually have Tempest Double available. So there was a good portion of Santa Cruz's damage was not online. So it's...
it could go worse then if they have it up next time.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened at the end of the fight there. Once he pulled Tempest Double out, it just shredded the last 3 heroes of Rutgers. Yeah.
Look at the net worth, by the way, Ricky.
Yeah.
Is it wrong? Is something wrong with the algorithm? Am I being hacked? Am I in the Matrix?
Nope. That's actually almost 20,000 net worth. That is what that
Gold
says.
per minute, 702, followed not very closely by 505 on Viper.
I'm surprised Viper is doing as well as he is. He did pick up an Aghanims, which is great. But the thing with Aghanims is if they have BKB, like the damage for it is just ignored, right? So it's kind of hard.
Yeah,
the cooldown
BKBs
is what makes it good though. 10-second cooldown is pretty insane.
Is there a target for Nyx's Vendetta that's just clearly the best? It's obviously Abaddon, right? Breaking his passive that you're so fond of.
Yeah, either Abaddon or Troll, just because you can break Fervor, and like Troll not being able to build stacks for 4 seconds is actually a really big deal.
That is a big deal. Corrosive Skin, not so much.
Yeah, not really. They're not mostly like most of the damage on Santa Cruz is actually magic damage, but I don't think it's reduced too much by the Viper. They have a good balance between the Sven and the Arc Warden.
With how much they're focusing Viper, I wouldn't be surprised to see Vendetta used on him, but I do agree, Fervor seems like on paper the better passive to disable.
Yeah, Fervor or like you said, Abaddon, so that he can't get the borrowed time proc off automatically.
No, I was talking about Christopher of Ernest.
Oh. Yeah, that passive. You need to break that one.
Well,
they actually
Carapace is Yule's great play by Pango. You can tell he's played this guy a couple times before. Connects with Rolling Thunder twice, misses on the Swashbuckle due to a Force Staff, and a Stampede is going to keep Nyx alive.
He actually lives. Wow. There's a gem finished on Law, by the way. So that's why I was like, how do they see him so well? But yeah, they have a gem, so that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Oh boy. Arc Warden is stressing me out. Or must be stressing Rutgers out, I should say. Just how large and in charge he is getting. He's nearing the 10k lead mark, lapping someone.
Yeah, he's pretty nuts right now.
What's Abaddon? Abaddon hasn't been able to do anything with his farm. Same with Jakiro, still working on a Glimmer Cape. Actually has it finished, he just needs to get the courier out here.
And this is a big deal about not having GPM talents on your supports, actually. If we look at the net worth between like the 4 and 5s of the two teams, I mean, that's a good portion of that is going to be the GPM talents, actually.
Yes. No, agreed. Yeah, completely. Alright, missed. Hoof Stomp. Inkswell, not going to connect. Atos, attempt to turn from Viper. Forcing Centaur back to safety. UCSC, you gotta admire them for going for it, even if it didn't work.
I mean, you gotta admire restraint too. Like that's like a big deal. Not fully like committing that hard for the Viper. They actually do put the gem on the Viper, so he is a huge kill target now if they manage to get him.
Goes on the Nyx, just baits out the Carapace. Bottom side, they want to go for the Tempest double. It's worth gold. Give him that.
It is,
wow.
But you gotta be careful. Oh, okay, well there's a.
I was gonna say, yeah, I felt the same way you did. Actually, the Tempest double might. No, he's gonna go for the creep wave. It seems. No, he's not gonna be alive long enough. Hit the tower a few times.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Do
I mean,
anything.
they put the gem on Viper, so the Shadow Blade is pretty strong for split pushing because Viper doesn't really want to be there to like deal with that Tempest double.
Yeah. Viper's almost level 20. Viper Strike DPS, of course.
Oh yeah, always.
Wow.
The poison attack affects buildings is so dumb.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I think it's a cool talent, but it's not really that great.
Right?
Viper does take a bit of damage top. The Tempest double, man. This thing is putting a ton of pressure on the slugs. What's the cooldown on this guy? 0? Viper's got the gem. Gonna collect that money. 300 bucks.
Is it? I thought it was 160.
That time was 300, unless there was something else he killed. Maybe there was I don't think he would have necroed.
Weird.
That's a lot. That kind of makes it feel good, right? If you actually kill it, there's a serious bounty on it. Because it is very difficult to deal with. And you did call it correctly, as expected. Grimstroke went Aether Lens and cast range talent.
Yeah.
So Grimstroke, I like mousing over Stroke of Fate because it leaves your screen. It's like it doesn't have a.
You don't see it. All right, smoke up there is gonna get broken.
Okay, we're gonna see it fight. Troll goes in on Grimstroke. He gets slowed down by the Impale. Rolling Thunder, two heroes. He gets caught on this side. We're gonna see the Soulbind come out on the Troll and the Abaddon, working well together. Storm Soul out will start this fight off with the death, but so will Grimstroke. Sven fully heals Abaddon in one hit. Johan makes it out. Abaddon makes it out. Okay, 1 for 1. 15k gold lead still for the Slugs, and that fight was technically in Rutgers' favor.
Yeah, they got BKBs as well. You know, both teams expending BKBs, but Slugs are going to actually go right into Roche. They do know this is happening.
Hero's a great hero to defend Roche with too. All of his spells being
Fighting
aimed.
around Viper in Roche sounds pretty awful.
Yeah, Viper does the same. Pango actually goes in with that swashbuckle. He'll get stunned on top of everyone. Abaddon trying to keep him alive. Buyback from Grimstroke. Pango not dying. Law is doing a fantastic job supporting his teammates this game. Soulbind comes out on Viper, not going to anyone. Abaddon put too close. Abaddon gets bound to the soul. He dies with the deny. Viper dropping low on the backside. He's going to get stunned up. Counter stun from Storm, so that will not be enough. Pango and Storm, so that push into 4. They drop the gem on the ground. Sven reinforces them, making it 5 slugs against no Rutgers players. Viper actually buys back him and a troll versus the world. They want the gem, they want the Aegis, but it looks like all they're going to get is a front row ticket to a Roshan for the slugs. There it is.
They've got Aegis now on Arc Warden. They've got the gem on Centaur. They actually see this Troll Warlord on top lane now. So if they catch him, this is huge. It looks like they're
on Arc Warden.
Yeah.
He's not using it, though.
I don't think they're going to. He's just going to back. Okay. I was like, Gaki Love plus like 1 might be able to find a kill on him, but not going to commit.
Holy crap. So, would you say that the Roshan is more of a deny from the slugs than a real? Because, like, look at their cores. All 3 of those cores are not really great with an Aegis. Arc Warden, obviously.
Arc Warden's pretty darn good. Arc Warden is very scary with Aegis.
The Tempest double. I guess Tempest double duration is short enough.
Yeah, Tempest double got buffed like multiple patches in a row, so now its duration lasts longer. He also has I feel like, why is the cooldown super weird? Does he have some sort of, I don't know why his cooldown is like 36.8 seconds.
Level 10.
Okay, I was like, does he have a cooldown reduction talent? Yeah, there it is.
They buffed it to the only decimal.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
look at his 25 talent though. Oh, here we go. Stampede to start a Storm Soldat gets.
Oh, what a Soulbind.
Bound to abandon, but once again, a fantastic Rolling Thunder coming out. The supports are dropping low. Buyback immediately on Jakiro. Pango has also died. Looks like Nyx is going to fall for the slugs. However, the slugs are still taking this fight handily, and Nyx isn't even going to be the one who dies. Now,
they're chasing Johan now.
Much faster than the heroes that are pursuing him.
He's
Pursuit bottom will fail. Blink Dagger on Troll. How do you feel about Blink Dagger on Troll?
I think it's really good. I think it's probably necessary this game. He needs to just get onto the back line and kill a support. He can't actually man fight into Sven. Yeah. And he can't really fight Arc Warden unless he literally jumps him in his own bubble and roots him. So
I agree.
Pretty
I hope that he can take him out because Arc Warden is now officially 1,000 gold ahead of him.
You mean 10,000?
Well, not now. Don't look now. Yeah, 10,000. Also 1,000.
Also, yeah. He's going straight for the Doom build, I think. So he's going to be going the Nullifier Bloodthorn, which on Arc Warden, as we all know, is beyond terrifying.
That's the I don't want to play anymore against that build. Whenever you get hit by those.
Smoke? No, Iroha walking right up into the high ground.
Miss
doesn't care.
On the ice path, interrupts Sven's blink, which I believe he has. Sven's still going. Sven doesn't have blink. He does have the absurd Daedalus. Ice path will connect. That's my boy Storm Soldat. Long range, Rolling Thunder coming out, fighting right on the stairs into Pango. He's gonna get soulbound. He can't connect on anyone, but they're gonna run into him instead. Troll also soulbound, but not really in trouble. BKB popped. BKB also popped on Arc Warden and Sven. Troll finds a Centaur. He's putting a lot of damage into him, but he hasn't been able to drop him yet.
There's the magnetic field.
Will die. Viper soon to follow, in trouble. Now Abaddon left behind as retreat from Rutgers. Once again, the slugs have taken a team fight, Ricky. They will not be stopped. This puts them over twice the kills on Rutgers.
We finally saw the magnetic field with Troll Warlord ult. Centaur just sat there, tanked the whole thing, didn't even care.
Yeah, like, Troll's really trying his heart out, but he just can't get a break. It's like Rutgers has good sustain, but they just don't really have the ability to win the fight. It feels like
there's just way too much damage coming out from Sven and Arc Warden. These two heroes do so much, and they have a lot of lockdown between the 3 other cores, right?
And
the 3 other heroes.
They have a lot of save with Magnetic Field and Warcry, and oh no, Storm Soldat gets caught. Stroke of Fate Stormhammer. Sven is already running away before he dies. He's so confident that Storm Soldat will be taken down. This is going to be the first tier 3 tower. Ricky, do you think it's going to be the first lane Rax?
I think Rutgers might call GG here soon. It doesn't look like Santa Cruz is playing this super well, and I don't think they're a team that's going to throw. He actually just kills him in his fountain, by the way.
With the, oh my god, this Arc Warden is insane.
His whole team just tipping him. Like, all right, yeah, good game. Good job,
Yeah,
Benbird. You
they're
deserve a
being
tip
very
here.
good. Rutgers, though, they know this is for elimination. They play it out. If you can't take this time to play the game, do you think you can use this time to strategize with your team? Do you think that's a good idea? To just talk
Yeah,
as
I think
a
you
team
just
right now
talk. You spend this time talking about what went wrong, and like not in like a bad way. Just like figuring out, all right, what do we want to change next time? I think we'll most likely see them ban Arc Warden 100%. This is going to be a hero they will not let through again.
Okay, yeah, those are plus 250 damage, level 25 Spark Race.
Oh my god! I was like, where did that Bangaloore's health go?
Yeah, those are the plus 350. That has got to be one of the most fun level 25 ownage talents. Like just the way it works, where you just make a minefield. You're better than techies.
It's pretty scary, man. It is very scary.
I love that, Ricky, and I'm ecstatic that the players agreed to a best of 3 tonight.
Yeah, I am too. I think Rutgers would have been very disappointed if they go out on a 1 series.
Yes.
You know, something like that. It's not like they played poorly, right? It's just this Arc Warden last pick was super good. It's one of Benbird's comfort heroes, obviously, and he did well in lane, and it just transitioned into an absolute massacre on the net worth chart. The whole team for the Slugs just outfarmed in every corresponding category, and there was no real way to catch up if you're Rutgers. Their lineup definitely more geared towards that early game, mid game push, and they couldn't push because of Centaur, because of Arc Warden, because of Grimstroke. All 3 of those heroes great at D push.
Well said, and I think we can even prove your point with the farming by looking at the net worth of Nyx and Grimstroke, which is 10,000, and then you look at the net worth of the offlaner from Rutgers, Lefty, which is 11,700. That's very close for supports, 2 supports, not just 1 support, to be just about tied with your offlaner.
Yeah.
In addition to the Slugs playing exceptional, I would also like to agree to your point that I don't think Rutgers necessarily played bad. But I would like to say that this is not the Rutgers we have been seeing all year. This is not the Rutgers that kept their act together after not making it to the Winter Invitational. This is not the Rutgers that completely decimated the fall, not dropping a single game. And this is not the Rutgers that has been pushing boulder up a mountain, starting the playoffs from the lower bracket and still being one of the few remaining teams. I think there's less than 10 teams remaining, actually.
There are. We are getting down to the wire.
And I think, and I say that because that's why I'm so ecstatic this is a best of 3, because I think the biggest challenge for Rutgers right now isn't the draft or their play. It's outside of the game. It's talking as a team. It almost felt to me, I'm going to make a grand assumption, it felt almost like, or it seemed like they had some nerves going into this game. Storm Soldat getting very aggressive. Actually, a lot of just Storm Soldat. I felt like all of Rutgers were playing very, very aggressive.
I think they were just feeling the pressure of the timing, right? Because I think they knew that their timing was early, and if they didn't win off those aggressive plays, they don't see themselves winning as it goes on. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I think you're 100% right.
But I think outside the game, if they talk, if they take a breath, and they just regroup, I guarantee you have the Carlo guarantee will be going to game 3.
Carlo guarantee
kind of gets their act together because they are an amazing team. And I don't think that game showcases how talented these players are.
Yeah. Well, that is going to be only game number 1.
First phase.
Yeah, that's just game number 1. So stay tuned, everyone. We're going to be going into game number 2 here in just a little bit. Get up, stretch it out, get ready for an amazing series as we'll be back in just a few moments.
See you guys soon.
Carlo.
Are we on?
We are back.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, you gotta, never mind. I'm not even go there. So game number 1 goes to UC Santa Cruz pretty handedly. Like they did really well in that game.
Yes. Yeah, they started strong and they kept the momentum going and they snowballed. It wasn't. I don't want to say it was a bloodbath, even though they did end the game with twice the kills. But it was a controlled snowball. I want to say they just didn't stop. They hit and they did, but they also didn't rush it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. They hit their timings and they won with their timings.
Yep, I agree. Let's just go into game number 2 at this point. I think we're ready.
Tell me about game number 2, Ricky.
I think
how
we're
does this
ready.
one go?
Game number 2. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. I don't think anyone really knows how the game's gonna go. But I'm excited. I think both these teams are ready. They're out for blood. Obviously,
I'm
Rutgers
ready too.
has to win this. Tournament lives on the line.
Or Rutgers loses, but they change it and they make it a best of 5.
I don't think that's happening.
I mean, it's already a best of 3.
I mean, who knows?
Slugs have in the past proven that they're agree to terms like this, adding games to matches.
That's true. All right.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Without further ado, guys, game number 2 between Rutgers University and UC Santa Cruz. All right, fill us in, Carlo. What are the bans like here? What do we see?
Our Warden's missing, surprisingly, but this is Rutgers' ban here.
Yeah, they are all the same bans from the first phase of last game. Rutgers is really deciding here, though.
I want to see them not ban Arc Warden and Slug snap pick it.
See, the thing is, if you snack pick an Arc Warden, you can... Okay, they banned the Nyx. I think that's the better ban, legitimately.
Wow.
Mainly because if you snap pick an Arc Warden, it can get countered pretty well. But the Nyx Assassin did so much work in that last game.
Yes. Yeah, that was... he played exceptionally well. I agree.
10
Farm,
seconds remaining.
his ability to get vision and his stuns were fantastic. I don't think that was the hardest
5
game for
seconds
Nyx,
remaining.
but I don't want that to take away from the fact that he played great. That was like Viper and Pango. We saw just every time Nyx hit Carapace would get stunned, and it's just something that the Nyx gets to play around. And I like the ban. I love seeing the hero, but I completely understand banning the first phase. In fact, I do think it warrants a first phase ban if you're not planning on picking it. This hero has been rising in popularity and just, I want to say meteoric, but that would be the opposite, right? That would be coming down. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
doing
know.
well, and I think rightfully so. Doom's another hero that's growing, but he still doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah, I still really like the Doom. I think we saw how it excelled when you pair it with like an Enigma type guy who
Oh,
can just
yeah.
give him the rings of regen, but I am surprised that they have
10 seconds
left the
remaining.
Arc Warden in the pool. I would assume
Yep.
Rutgers plans to ban it here second
5
phase.
seconds remaining.
And this is a lot of pressure on Rutgers to take Grimstroke.
Yeah, the Grimstroke was, oh my god, you're right.
It's a lot of pressure to take Grimstroke for Rutgers.
Wow. Yeah, can you give the Slugs Grimstroke Doom in their opening after just playing Grimstroke? Yeah, you
Okay.
can. They take it.
I love that opening from the Slugs. That's a drafter.
I mean, Grimstroke's a great hero, like already, but you pair it with something like a Doom, and suddenly
You just can't.
your fights
That fight is.
yeah.
I think we were both gonna say the same thing. Yeah, I just you just think about Grimstroke Doom, and it's like, don't finish the sentence. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to hear those
Like,
words.
wow, can we fight anymore? Like,
Oh man. Grimstroke did win me back, especially with Stroke of Fate of all spells, which is kind of the one I never liked on him. But Ursa's a hero I'm still okay with. I think he's fun. You're an
All
Ursa
right.
fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I like these picks so far. These are like they're great that deal with Doom. They also deny the pick, so it's really good.
Yep. Is Ursa not too scared of Doom?
10 seconds remaining.
Or is there really any hero you can pick into Doom? Doom kind of is just like the global counter in
5
Dota.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
I think Ursa's not too scared of Doom, at least in the laning phase, because Ursa has a lot of movement speed and forces Doom to go like early Scorched Earth if he wants to not die, which
Yeah.
is not what you want to do. Paired with a Grimstroke, you have a long range slow, you have an AoE stun. That lane is a kill lane. You put Grimstroke Ursa against anyone, they should be able to find pretty easy kill targets.
I love that because we were talking about the draft. Doom puts a lot of pressure on Rutgers to pick Grimstroke. Grimstroke counter by picking an insanely strong Grimstroke lane. If the Slugs want Rutger to pick Grimstroke, Rutgers is gonna they're gonna pick Grimstroke. They're gonna put him with Fuzzy Wuzzy. Now Disruptor is very strong against Ursa, and a hero that's been growing in popularity.
Yeah, I think you're right. He is. Kinetic Field is pretty hilarious against an Ursa.
Mm-hmm. And Ursa is a hero that is constantly, abusing his movement speed, running around, and that's exactly what Disruptor wants out of his glimpse. A lot of times, Ursa can use Enrage to deal with, especially Enrage Aghanims, to kind of combo with BKB, but that doesn't deal with Glimpse, and that doesn't deal with Kinetic Field, so only BKB deal with those spells. But BKB pretty much counter Disruptor completely.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I really like the Shadow Shaman ban again. They just don't want to deal with it. Like Shadow Shaman Grimstroke is insane too. It's another like great combination. They ban the Arc Warden. There it is. It's pretty much right what we expected. Benbird is disgusting on that hero.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think you have to ban that. I think you could even ban it in the first phase, but as you said, there are counters. It will not make it into the second phase though for the rest of the series. Being if we have a game 3.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm excited to see the Disruptor. Disruptor, I wouldn't really classify him as a finesse hero as much as we talk about like Ember Spirit. But he is a hero that it's easy to make mistakes on.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's also easy to make good plays on. And so I think Disruptor is not as consistent as Shadow Shaman or Grimstroke, where you kind of know what you're getting. There is room for error on Disruptor.
This is very true. I just can't wait to see what they have planned for Benbird in this mid lane, Do they go Tinker? Like, I feel like you don't want to pick Tinker into Ursa either, because he can just enrage off the blind.
Yeah. But they do have Disruptor out, which is a decent counter to him. And also,
10 seconds
Doom is good
remaining.
against Tinker because he builds Shivas, which is the Tinker Finder. So there are 2 heroes
5
out of the
seconds
pool
remaining.
if the slugs want to pick him.
Yep.
Is
yep.
Benbird he a notorious Tinker picker?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen them pick Tinker before. I feel like I've seen Benbird play that hero. He's an Arc Warden player, so I'd imagine he's got like a lot of these high skill finesse heroes that he likes to play.
Pick.
They actually banned Phantom Lancer.
Yeah. Ooh.
Actually, is that a good ban actually against Grimstroke Ursa?
Well, Grimstroke, obviously, there's the Stroke of Fate interaction, which isn't going to clear the illusions.
I mean, it does a lot of damage against him.
It does, but like after a heart, it's not like
Yeah.
it's gonna clear the
10
wave.
seconds
But it does collateral onto other people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
5
PL's a
seconds
hero that I
remaining.
don't think has impressed either of us.
Yeah, we've
in
seen it
recent
been played
times.
really well in like good PL games, but it seems like an interesting hero. So maybe Rutgers has a draft that they know that they're coming up with that doesn't deal with PL at all.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, Ursa's not the best hero in the world. No, Ursa puts the Fury swipes on him when he doppelgangers, though.
Yeah, if you catch him, you still get the Fury Swipe like indicator over him.
Yeah, so you can immediately tell which one he is, which is actually a decent counter.
Also, Grimstroke Soulbind immediately latches to the real PL.
That would suck if it went to an illusion. Could you imagine?
Well, yeah. I mean, you just cast it on an illusion and it immediately gets the real PL.
Oh.
And
how
then-
does that work? Does if the illusion died, it still stays on that PL and can lash to someone else?
So that's the thing. You can't kill that illusion, but he can't doppelganger is the thing.
Oh, that's good. Oh, Rubik. Weird.
That's
Does
actually
Rubik lane really well with someone that I'm not thinking of?
I think he's just a good hero. They want to have like they have really good spells to steal here in this game, both Glimpse and Doom, like Kinetic Field, even like Static Field. Like there's a lot of really good spells to steal here just from these 2 heroes. And
I would love to chime in on that point. As an avid Rubik and avid Disruptor player, I really don't actually like Rubik versus Disruptor, or I love when people pick Rubik into my Disruptor. And the reason being is Disruptor spells all want to be casted in 2s. Thunderstrike gives vision to set up Glimpse. Glimpse wants to be followed up with Kinetic Field. Kinetic Field and Static Storm, pretty much it's mandatory to cast those
stacked
spells
at the
together.
same time.
You can't really cast Static Storm without Kinetic Field. And on that, I mean, obviously spells are still strong on their own, but it kind of sucks as Rubik to play against Disruptor because you'll never get as much value out of his spells as Disruptor gets out of them.
If they steal the Doom, though, they do have Grimstroke Doom. So
yes, okay, sure.
There is like the idea that they still have Grimstroke to replicate spells off of with Rubik. The Keeper of the Light pick, though, I think is very strong here.
Into Ursa even?
Yeah, because even if he like enrages off the blind, you can just still drop a Will-O-Wisp on him and control him. And like,
okay,
it's just enough peel, but I imagine that they're gonna like kind of stack it with Disruptor, Kinetic Storm, like Kinetic Field and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
where it becomes really scary because no one can get outside of the range and they're all silenced. Can't hit the wisp.
Yeah. It'll set up a huge Static Storm for Disruptor.
Yeah. So
their team fight is very powerful, but their front line is very weak. They being the slugs at the moment. And this game to me for Ursa screams BKB at maximum volume, caps
baby.
locks on 7 exclamation marks.
All right, we get a Slardar. They are just gonna go like the strength armor reducing cores. I'm actually pretty okay with this.
I think this draft is cool. But being at Rutgers elimination match, I don't know if a cool draft is what I want to see.
Well, the Slardar is good here because you can't pick a hero like Juggernaut, because it is absolutely terrible against Slardar. All right, well they take the Troll Warlord. I was like, you can't pick a hero like Juggernaut because it's just an impossible matchup. Slardar just actually crushes you in the lane, figuratively and literally. And then Troll Warlord, on the other hand, at least has the range to put some damage into Slardar. The problem is Troll versus Ursa is not
seconds.
Yeah, I'm.
I don't know, man. I feel like Troll's one of the only heroes that actually does man up against Ursa fairly well, but it's really just comes down to whoever gets the first bash.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of bashes, Slardar has been buffed. Slardar has been impressing me a lot, but it's still Slardar. He's still, in my mind, not a real carry.
Yeah.
That being, like, that's kind of how I feel about the draft right now. Is I look at the slugs just heroes, and I'm like, these are all really good heroes. And I look at Rutgers, and I'm like, these are really cool heroes.
They actually banned Benbird's Invoker.
These are fun heroes in my pubs.
Benbird's Invoker would have been devastating this game, now that I think about it. Like, if you just pair it with those two supports, pretty good. Yeah. You get a single root on Troll, you just get a free Sunstrike. It's pretty good. That being said, there is the mid laner still available for Rutgers, and they do have last pick. The Medusa's banned, Invoker's banned, Arc Warden is banned, Razor's banned. Who do we think they're going to take? If you're the Slugs here...
Rutgers? If you're the Slugs.
If you're the Slugs, I think...
Do
you not just take Kunkka?
Razor's out.
I was going to say pick Kunkka and ban, like, Monkey King. Or they can pick the Monkey King here.
Well, I don't know if they want to go triple melee, even though Troll isn't. I think Monkey King's no fight zone owns them, especially because Monkey King gains armor in his ult.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, plus you stack it with a Will-O-Wisp. It's pretty insane. Do you like pick the Monkey King so they can't go like Kunkka?
10 seconds remaining.
It's definitely a hero that doesn't mind getting jumped on, because that's what Slardar and Ursa are gonna do. So that's why I like the Wukong's command.
Or do we just go Pugna? Is there a big hero that can deal with Pugna?
My problem with Pugna is the front line on the Slugs is...
Wait, don't they just take Viper?
Oh. Yeah, Radiant Viper?
Yeah, don't you just take Viper right here against Ursa Slardar?
Unless Viper is like gets owned by armor.
No, Razor's banned. He's like the main counter. Yeah, okay. I'm like looking at this, I'm like, wait a minute, Viper's still in this draft. His hardest counter is banned.
Yeah, the Slugs draft is insane, Ricky. These are all like top tier heroes. I have seen every one of these heroes picked in the first phase in a draft in recent times.
Yeah, I'm just like, I was just looking at this, I was like, wait, Viper's not banned, and they're against Ursa Slardar.
That, and I'm a little stressed right now because Rutgers doesn't have a counter with last pick, and they had to have known going into this that Viper was a very obvious, not just
oh, there it is! Yes!
Kills,
the only other hero that I thought could be picked in this game was Sniper. I wanted to say it, but people flame me for this. People flame me every time I'm like, oh, they pick Viper, pick Sniper. Like, everyone flames me for it. It's actually really good this game. It's great against Keeper of the Light. They don't have really any way to get on top of the hero.
Yeah. Ricky, I would never flame you for it because I love it. And I agree, it kills the Wisp. He has his own lane. The Troll will likely go Blink, or the Doom will likely go Blink to have to deal with it. By the way, Poxy repping Gruul the Grimwalker, one of the best mounts.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my favorite Rubik set that isn't the Arcana.
Is it really? I think my Rubik set is so much... I love my Rubik set more. It's a different Jester set, actually.
Oh, I love that headpiece and that staff. That was my favorite set for Rubik for a long time. And then they released like some Immortals, I think, and I had to switch because of Immortal status.
Yeah, I have a few Immortals. But like, I have to look at my Rubik. I think my Rubik is one of my favorite, like one of the coolest dressed heroes that I have.
He's got really good cosmetics.
I liked the candle set for a while. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I used that one for a really long time.
That one was really cool. All right, I still think the Slugs have a better draft, but...
I love Rutgers' draft, but if I had to say better, I would pick the Slugs. But that doesn't mean I don't think Rutgers could win this. I could actually see Rutgers running away.
I could see Rutgers crushing this game. The Sniper last pick, I think, is going to be really hard for them to deal with. If they can't get on top of this Sniper, they will lose this game.
And there's no stun, really, on Slugs.
Sniper, if Sniper doesn't go first item Force Staff, I don't know what to expect. He either just goes like double Wraith Band, Dragonlance Force, or just goes double Wraith Band, Tread, or double Wraith Band like Phase into Force Staff.
Honestly, I think Sniper goes full aggressive, and so do Slardar and Ursa. And I think the pressure that Slardar and Ursa can put on them just keeps Sniper safe.
You know, you might be right.
I also think that I just realized, as I mentioned, Slugs have really good heroes, but they have no. They lose to BKB like pretty badly.
Yeah. Smoke coming out from
As long as
Rutgers,
there's
they
a way to
run
kill
bottom. So I'm going to do a real quick intro on the
Yeah,
slugs here. We got Iroha playing Troll Warlord. We have Gaki Love on the Keeper of the Light being joined by Bag bottom lane on Doom. We've got Ben Bird mid lane on the Viper. And last but not least, Poxy going to be playing Disruptor.
And now it is my turn to introduce my boys on Rutgers. The man himself, the Storm Soldat, playing Rubik out of all heroes. Grimstroke picked on them, picked for Rutgers, being played by Law as they're about to push in the high ground. Ursa, but my man Jahan. Sniper being played by Legcraft, and Slardar being played by Lefty. Inkswell comes out, pops on Coddle, drops him low. Very fast movement speed, but not fast enough to escape the deadly grasp of Rutgers University. Counter First Blood.
Doom actually had really good placement and prevented their smoke from being seen, but with where Gakilov was sitting, he couldn't actually see the wraparound. So great first blood. This game going to Rutgers.
So Rubik, Slardar off lane. I mean, it is double stun. Oh, is it triple lane? No, lane swap coming out.
Yeah, they're sending Ursa bot for the Doom. You don't want to put Ursa against Troll Warlord. You lose that lane really bad.
Yeah. What do you think about Slardar skilling sprint?
They're actually just rotating top lane on Doom now. Did he actually skill sprint?
No, I was gonna say, what if he did for this rotation?
That would have been pretty bad.
Doom's going top. Doom is going top. Ursa about to show bottom.
Coddle just gonna take level 2 for this, like right under this tower.
Okay. Check out the mid lane. Sniper versus Viper. Both heroes are gonna get farmed. Viper probably more though because of the camps.
Actually, his range creep got denied. He's not gonna get level 2.
Oh.
He actually went poison attack level 1 on the Viper. Rocky low bottom. Is he gonna get hit by the Inkswell?
Does connect. Ursa might get a second kill here. And there it is. Is Jahan seriously faster than Coddle?
No, he's not. I actually have no idea how he got that auto attack.
Yeah, weird.
He's really not faster.
Yeah.
Like 30 movement speed slower and manages to get the attack off.
Windlace Coddle too. Coddle was 6 tangos. A lot of regen. The Horseman. And then no lane swap, no secondary lane swap coming out. But Lefty doing fine for CS. Sniper and Viper going even. Sniper gets to deny under tower, Ricky. He's a player.
Yeah, these lanes are going to be looking really good for Rutgers. They do have the like Doom top lane now against Lefty, which is an amazing lane for Doom. But yeah, I'm not sure how long that this Troll Warlord is going to be able to do bot now that Ursa is already level 2, has 2 kills and boots. Actually pull the safe lane camp here, and Storm's going to take a huge blast to the face.
Ooh, Troll going on him, slows him down, he eats the tree, he throws Troll into Coddle. Great play by Rubik.
Breaks the salve. That's really nice.
Yep. Too early. Not so great. Viper's just going double jungle camps, leaving Sniper to take the lane.
See, we saw this last game, and that didn't work out very well.
Well, the Viper was stacking, was the thing. Now, Sniper is actually just going to go contest. So they're walking by each other. We need Scooby-Doo music. Oh my god. Okay, good. Viper showed in lane. Sniper's going back. This is a very weird mid lane. Haste rune on Viper. That's a dangerous rune. The king of slows.
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything against Sniper, though. Like, the Sniper, 2 points in Shrapnel, which should be more than enough to deal with the Viper. And
yeah, trying to man fight him.
Yeah.
You could bait out a charge, I guess.
This dual lane
Viper
top isn't going
that
that great for Santa Cruz, but Doom is at a point now where he's going to start getting pretty scary.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind playing against strength heroes solo if he can get ahead, but it's hard to get ahead against Slardar who just man fights. Rutgers using the emotes though, I like it. Like Makes me have confidence.
Top lane,
Feeling
lefty. Is he going to be in trouble here? No, he'll be fine.
Game's going
Doom's
slower
holding
already.
his point. He doesn't know what he wants yet. He puts the second point in Devour. Okay, good. I was like, you definitely should.
That's
Go
money.
to Devour. Just get money.
Money.
And here comes Viper stacking, doing his thing over and over again. It's what he needs to do for sure.
How's he doing on net worth for Sniper? Not doing very good on net worth.
Yeah, Sniper is definitely beating him. And he will be for now. But once he clears this double stacked hard camp, he's going to catch up pretty easily.
Yeah, he's getting crushed on net worth. But yeah, we'll see how this works. Sniper actually taking his camp. I like this play.
Yeah, I mean, why not? That's
Really
that's
good play by Latecraft.
Yeah, that's the point in maxing Shrapnel, right? You can actually clear jungle camps.
I am not a Sniper player. I'll say that first. But I just think the only way to play Sniper is to max Shrapnel.
Yeah, I think there's some games where you can actually justify going to like extra points and take aim, but I think you always max Shrapnel. Lefty top lane is now suffering to Infernal Blade. It's just a level 1 spell that is so hard to play against.
Arcane Rune Stormskull that being chased bottom.
Rune's in 10.
Both his
He wants to
spells
get
up.
this.
Yeah, wait the blind out. He can put the damage on him. There's an Inkswell. This is a weird combo. The two supports. Stormskull that would rather go for the rune. Dropping very low here. He has both his spells available.
He actually throws him to the low ground.
Puts the Fade Bolt on him. But it
Oh
looks
my
like he
God,
might
the
die.
bait.
No, a perfect bait from Stormskull. That Whirling Axe does finish him off. They get the kill though. Support for position 1 definitely worth it. Unfortunate that our boy Stormskull that had to die though.
Top lane, getting aggressive there on the bag, but TP in from Stormskull that.
Yeah, he's here now.
Gonna stop that.
Returning 2v2 bottom.
I mean, looking at net worth looking at last hits right now, it's like it seems like Benbird's doing all right. He's level 6, but this sniper is for sure going to be ahead of him.
Sniper has double his net worth almost.
Yeah, I mean, lane creeps are worth a lot more money than
way
double creeps.
more. Yeah.
He's also got a decent amount of denies, most of which are being range creeps. But Doom in the off lane.
Sniper wants to go mess with him. Drops the shrapnel.
Eats the catapult. Heck yeah, baby.
Contesting. Sniper got one last hit with it. He got 2 last hits with it.
Actually, Grimstroke's in a lot of trouble here. He just got Viper Striked. Goodbye, sir.
Uh-oh. Broken. Struck in. Tries to hide behind the tree. Dies behind the tree. A little bit of a skirmish top. Trying to get stacks up for the, what's it called now? Bash of the Deep. Infernal Blade on the Rubik. Being chased around a bit. Slardar uses his stun on
Rubik's
creeps
just
actually.
taking so much damage. Glimpse. He has Hadouken available.
Yeah, Stormskull that low. Fade Bolt. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Hadouken is available. They're putting some damage on. I think he wants to try and get the last hit with it. Infernal Blade Hadouken. He drops. Gruul the Grim Walker running Poxy to safety.
Assassinate coming in though. There you go.
Boom.
They trade
Every
1 for
time
1.
Latecraft leaves the lane, he gets a kill.
I mean, hardly left the lane. He assassinated him from the river.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what's nice about Sniper.
Fun.
Grimstroke again, getting caught out here. He's gonna get glimpsed.
Okay.
Oh, no glimpse available actually, but
No
he does
glimpse.
have
He does
kinetic field.
Catches him.
And Viper
Not the
getting
best
here in
glimpse
time.
going to come up though. He still wants him to run right before the high ground's probably when he does it. Here we go. Bring him back into Benbird. Great illuminate. Benbird does get the last hit as well.
He saw him place a ward too, so... Oh, yeah, he catches it. Alright, just barely on the top end up there. He will catch the ward.
There it is. Great job, Disruptor. Slardar with his
lane,
ult,
Doom?
putting a ton of damage into Doom, dropping
Doom's
him to
super
half,
dead. Yeah, he's
dropping him
super dead.
below half. He needs 2 more hits, 1 more hit, and he got the bash. He doesn't
Is he
have
just too
sprint.
fast? He's actually too fast. I thought Slardar would have his, have phase boots by now, but apparently he's going treads, so... Doom will live.
What do you think about phase over treads? He gets faster attack speed, but he can't chase as well.
I don't know. Maybe treads are better because you get phased with Guardian Sprint, don't you? Yeah, you do. Maybe treads are better.
I think yeah, both can work though. I'm sure. Assassinate.
Just harassing in mid lane while he gets a regen in there.
Woohoo!
I mean,
Haha!
this sniper is pretty farmed.
Bottom
Lagcraft
side.
is having a good time.
Broke. Telekinesis. Inkswell on the enrage. Ursa's blinded, but he's not stopping. Pursuing Caudle. Blind is ended. Glimpse on Ursa will pull him back. They know Disruptor stuck under the tower, though. Surprised they didn't go for him.
Yeah, he does run. He does, you know,
They
fight
see him,
himself out of there with that Tango.
There's 2 wards
Doom's level
committed
6
bottom
now.
from Dire. I don't think Doom can go for Slardar, though. Unless
No,
he's
because he can still bash
lower.
him, right? It's not a mute.
Yeah.
It's only mute with Ags, right?
Yeah. Troll's bottom.
Well, now also level 6.
Actually, I think it might actually not bash him. We'll have to see.
I feel like... Does it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I do not know. That's
That's
the one. My only issue with Dota is it's such a beautiful game because of all the intricate mechanics, but because the mechanics are adjusted so much, it's so hard to keep track of them. Like especially obscure interactions.
Obscure interactions like mute and like break.
Yeah. Okay. So bottom rune again. Stormstorm that always fights for the boundary.
They're backing
That's
out
one
this
thing you
time.
can always
Here's the
count on.
glimpse, though.
They're gonna catch Grimstroke. Kinetic field. Triple Inkswell. Double Inkswell will pop. Grimstroke knocked back. You're gonna see Ursa come in and try and get a fight. Snipers here as well, putting damage on Troll. Viper has made the rotation as well. Troll uses his all, chasing Stormsoul that Lakecraft, trying to keep him alive.
There's
Atos on Sniper is gonna get Troll close to him. They're gonna go for Bounty Rune. Lakecraft picks up the Bounty Rune, but he's in trouble. Viper and Troll pursuing him. Ursa behind them. Viper Strike comes out, might have sealed Sniper's fate, but they're gonna drop Troll. Sniper's still alive. Benbird being baited after Sniper does drop him, but he's gonna trade his life for that.
That
Ooh,
dude
he's
is
doing a lot of damage.
Oh my god, they're getting shredded!
There. And we're also going to see Storm Soldat die. Is that a second death by Storm Soldat despite Doom leading his team in? Behind him, Caudle and Disruptor. They're going to have to run great Stroke of Fate. We might see Law go for another one. Is he the YOLO Lord or is he washed
I don't
up?
think they
Throw
can
it,
run into
throw
high
it.
ground in this Doom. There's no way. It's way too dangerous.
Yeah, I wanted him to go for the Caudle with Stroke of Fate.
Well, I mean, that is... Actually, I feel like that turned out being pretty good for Santa Cruz. It stabilized...
Yeah.
If you look at the net worth, like, it kind of stabilized them. Viper did an insane amount of damage. Just roots up both of the heroes there and just nearly kills Slardar plus the support again. Iroha managed to stay alive for quite a while.
Tip come out.
Bot lane, they're going for Gaki Love. He knows
Here we
it.
go. Inkswell, Gaki Love keeps his distance with his speed and his blind. Storm Soldat might be
They
in
have
trouble
Will-O-Wisp
now.
if they want to use it, but not gonna.
Ooh.
Just off the mark with that one.
Yeah.
Mid lane, most likely gonna be a denied tower here. That's the plan. It would look like, unless
Yeah.
unless it,
Catapult. One more.
they have
He's
no
not
fort.
watching, Ricky.
Okay. Yeah, you just did not see it.
We'll take
Alright,
it.
that's interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
All right, Doom, what do we got here? We have drums. He's almost got Vlad's completed. Now, if you look at him compared to the Slardar, he's 1,000 net worth in front of him. And that only goes farther and farther up as he picks up more and more Devour.
Yeah. But Sniper is still our net worth leader by a landslide, almost 1,000
yeah.
above Ursa on his team. I think
he's-
Ursa is
he's
still
a big-
waiting to come online. How do you feel about Midas on Ursa?
I do not like Midas this game, to be honest.
I really would have liked to see him, skip it, and because as soon as he gets the blink, him and
Doom's
Sniper
going in
team up
hot right now. There's the glimpse.
This is
baby.
for Rubik. They're gonna get this kill. There's no way they can defend. He drops. So
They
quick.
want Ursa as well. Viper's TPing in. They see the TP under the tower thanks to that ward, so they're just gonna back. But this is gonna be a tower for sure.
And Slardar being left alone top isn't really ideal. Slardar is the most needed hero in a fight, so they don't want Slardar to be their solo split pusher. Rutgers rather would rather have Slardar fighting and let's say Ursa farming or Sniper farming. So I would imagine Slardar needs to get tagged out of that lane.
Yeah. Actually,
But it
Ursa and Rubik are
seems-
wrapping around the backside with this smoke. They want to be able to get this kill.
Yeah, here we go. And Slardar's teleporting in. Here we go. Smoke on the backside. They find Caudle.
Gets
They
the wisp
assassinate
down.
him. He drops the wisp. He's gonna die. There's a Doom static storm. Stormstorm makes it out, but Ursa not so lucky. Ursa dropping very, very fast. He might die to a glimpse, but on the other side of the map, Benbird and Doom in the middle of Rutgers. They fell into the pincer and they died. And guess who didn't die, Ricky? Deny.
Ursa.
He goes for the deny. Tip him.
Storm
Tip him.
actually BM.
Tip him. What if he had his level 10 60 damage talent? Uh-oh, Ursa? Oh, never mind, he's getting vegan.
That was
I want to tip Storm Sold out right now for that play.
a great wraparound play from them. Like honestly, like the thing is like the Viper does a lot of damage, but they can't really fight away from their team, right? They just get shredded.
Yes, exactly. They got separated and removed from the game simultaneously.
It's also the fact that Iroha's not there and the sniper is, which is a huge amount of damage.
Dude, Sniper's doing a fantastic job putting damage out.
Did you go the cooldown reduction? Is that why you went Midas? Yep. Oh my boy. Oh my boy. Rutgers is going for the late game. I mean, realistically, them killing Sniper as this goes on is really difficult.
Mm-hmm. And this does mean that Sniper can build a full damage build. It'll just be a full damage late game build.
Yeah.
I've just always been a fan of Maelstrom or Yasha first on Sniper because it fights and farms.
Yeah, he's getting Maelstrom now.
Yeah,
I would expect this Troll Warlord and maybe a Viper to both go Blink Dagger this game. I don't think you need to on Doom. Probably just a Shadow Blade would be enough as it goes on, but he's honestly just going to tank up, get super tanky, and try and just create as much chaos and space in these fights. The Bag actually in a little bit of trouble here, going for this rune, gets lifted.
Storm sold that. Phantom's Embrace on Doom. He doesn't kill it. Here we go. Slardar catches him out. Rush and Bash, but he's glimpsed away. What did we get? Scorched Earth. You know Storm Sold that wants Devour more than he wants a Doom.
But Rutgers is going to take 3 of the runes there. Blink picked up on Ursa. He needs a BKB very soon, actually. I think. He's going Basher
incredibly badly.
I think, actually, you know what? He might be able to get away with not going BKB this game if he goes for an Aghanim's. I'm actually dead serious. If he gets like an early Aghanim Scepter, he might be fine.
doesn't get him through Kinetic Field or out of Static Storm is my concern.
That is true, but my idea is the ability to just purge and continue fighting, and the status resist is pretty nuts, but the Bag actually gets
get caught. Here. Is this the reveal? Inkswell, Blinkswell, get on top of him, stun him up, followed up with a Telekinesis. Rubik goes for another Spell Steal, really wants Devour. Can they get the kill though? Stroke of Fate. That spell is the MVP for Grimstroke, 2 games.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
Hasted Sniper wants to stay hidden. He's a hunter.
Yeah, I think you're right. Ursa actually 100% has to get a BKB this game.
And it just takes Disruptor out of the game against him. Oh, Assassinate.
Just harassing.
Speaking of Disruptor,
oh
he's got it. Yeah, he has to go home if he stays in lane. As soon as it's off cooldown on Sniper, they take him. Sniper has Midas up, Ricky.
Oh boy.
Iroha,
did he just
11?
Yeah, I got a tower top.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Blinking in. He's actually going to be careful around Redbird.
There we go, Midas used. Alright, we're going in it. Rage used on Johan. I don't think we're going to see Rutgers fight. Inkswell on Johan? I think when Enrage is used defensively like that, that is the call to back.
Yeah. I think Epoxy was TPing in, hopefully, to try and find a good glimpse target, but the whole time, Iroha pushing top lane, getting farm. So he's alright.
Iroha did a really good job farming. Impressed me a lot in game 1.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit this game for sure. Behind his Doombringer, but didn't have the best lane for sure.
And Force Staff on Rubik, I will always like. Someone's got to get an item like that, and I guess both Grimstroke and Rubik want to get Aether Lens, but it's kind of silly not to have a
Blink on Slar now too.
There we go. Okay, we're online. Blink on Slar, Blink on Ursa.
Yeah, that's a fight aggressive.
Ready. They're gonna, and I think that's why Sniper can go so aggressive, is because they can protect them. Sniper's going Dragonlance. I mean Dragonlance.
That's fine.
I think
he needs Force Staff eventually.
It's not bad. I think it's overrated a little. Like again, all I'm trying to say is I just love full damage Sniper. The dream full auto Sniper.
Yeah.
And Dragonlance obviously is great. It keeps you alive. It gives you good stats. But I just love seeing just full damage.
He's not doing anymore. He's going He's just gonna go straight Mjolnir.
Yes. He's listening. Streams. He's a stream sniper.
Stream sniping. What?
Hitting hero.
Roja's
my
actually
God,
going
Viper's
for
catching up.
the Battle Fury. He's not very close to it.
No. But Viper's catching up to Sniper very quickly. Ursa actually overtakes Sniper. What's Sniper been doing?
I mean, they both have Midas, so you're gonna start accelerating quite a bit. If we look at net worth, already 4,000 ahead, and experience pretty close, only about 1,500 ahead for Rutgers, but the Midas is where that's gonna start taking away. Top lane initiation.
All right, there's the initiation on Troll.
Good night.
Drop him. And Rubik stole Berserker's Rage. He's meleeing the tower.
Dude, heck yeah.
No, not anymore.
No, you still. Okay, yeah. I like how his animation disappears when he has
Yeah.
that.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, he gets 60 damage talent with it. Perfect.
Easy. Alright, into Roshan they go. They ping it out. They know this is happening. Doom needs to head top if they want to contest this. Grimstroke placing
Doom
a
teleporting.
ward. Gets dewarded immediately. It's dropping very quickly.
Glimpse on Grimstroke. This is a kill, but not really the one they want. He's going to get a doubling swell. Roshan is down. Slaughter wants to go in. Ursa's behind him. Looking for the opening. Sniper, Ursa, and Slaughter find a Viper, and they delete him off the face of the earth.
But Bag's in
Doom's
trouble
low.
now.
Great catch by Storm Soldat. They pull him back in. You're not going anywhere. All right, Rutgers. They are in control of this game, Ricky.
Yeah, they're looking really good.
Double damage Sniper, I might add. New double damage, so this will be a tower killer.
I just don't, like I said, this whole time when I said in draft, I was like, I don't see them ever getting on top of this sniper.
Yeah.
Top lane, Gokulev's in trouble here. Ursa is coming in hot. Gets the Earth Shock.
And there's
the
no
blink stun.
control for slugs. The Rutgers, once Rutgers starts running at them, the slugs have no ability to stop them from running at them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can they defend high ground? Yes, right? UC Santa Cruz has pretty good high ground defense with Viper, with Keeper of the Light.
Radiant's top tower
And
is under
Disruptor's not bad if you use Kinetic Field to stop the creeps from actually hitting your tower, but still keep them in tower range.
Yeah. The problem you have is, can you like reliably stall out this game? And that's what I don't know.
And even if they do, there's two Midas they're trying to stall into, and they're stalling with an unfinished Battle Fury.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like they have Battle Fury Troll that's not online yet, and they're going against double Midas and support again, who has a GPM talent.
Do you see Slaughter's level 15 talent?
has fallen.
Sorry, I was level 15.
This guy is both of
75
his
bash
10,
damage. Yeah. Oh, mid
10
lane.
and
First
15.
hit dash.
He's
There
so
you go.
aggressive. Foxy deleted. This is an active Ursa. They have no way to stop him. He's queued up his BKB as well. They're definitely gonna have no way to stop him.
Guardian Greaves completed on Viper, but is it enough?
Yeah, he's trying to split.
Iroha needs to be careful here. That whole team rotating over. He might need to get out. Nah, might be fine for now. He sees our D ward. He's gonna run to the jungle. Yeah, he's out.
He doesn't have a Quelling Blade. Is that normal?
No, I feel like he should have gotten a Quelling Blade. Maybe he just like doesn't have room for it. Maybe he thinks that the Orb of Venom was like essential.
Huh. Weird.
Storm Soldat in a lot of trouble here.
Uh-oh.
He just
He's
gets
scouting
duped.
though, and that's Doom used. Are they gonna follow it up? No, they're just gonna use that vision for it to get
I mean, they'll
Slaughter
take
out.
that kill. 100% they'll take that kill.
He tips him. With Doom down, Rutgers might try and make a move.
Yeah, maybe. They
Ooh,
definitely
the
can take
aggressive
bot
tips.
All
Sniper's
right,
15. What did he
Disruptor.
get?
Gotta be
Attack
careful
speed.
here.
I like that. Actually, Shrapnel Flow's pretty good too, though.
Slardar is going in deep
They
here.
want him. They want him. They
Blinks
don't
to
get
the
him. though.
wrong tree. Troll is so close to this Battle Fury, and once he gets it, it will be a big difference. He actually sells the Orb of Venom finally and buys the Demon Edge. But he's still far off, and then if you look at heroes like Sniper,
Yeah.
Mjolnir is done. He has Midas, and he's about to go Dragonlance.
Ursa baits up the blend. Yeah, exactly. Troll is almost online to begin farming, whereas Rutgers is already fight ready.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
What is there any? But is there any other option for Troll here? Do you think?
Not anymore. I think you're
You
too
just-
committed to it.
What instead of starting a Battle Furies, do you think there's a different item he could have went for?
It's hard to say. Like, do you want to fight Rutgers lineup?
Do you think a San Joshua would have been a better choice? Or do you think it would have not been too little too late?
I don't know. I think San Joshua might have been okay. The problem you have is, like, you just don't do enough damage yet.
And it doesn't help him stay alive either.
Yeah. The Battle Fury, I think, is the best play this game. It's just, it gets online so much slower because Ursa and Slardar, like, their damage comes from their abilities. Troll's damage comes from attacking people.
Well, he got the Battle Fury, and Grimstroke picked up a gem. So Rutgers is going to bleed them out here, I believe. Take over the map, make sure they have no sight, and just farm with their Midas until they reach a point where they reach their critical mass, which was potentially next Roshan, probably Ursa BKB, which he already has, maybe Ursa Abyssal.
Yeah, BKB Abyssal is going to be pretty much impossible for him to deal with, and Lefty's almost got his BKB complete. Sniper, I'd expect him to just finish the Dragonlance, just because you just don't want to die on Sniper, and I don't think you can once you have Dragonlance. I can't imagine he would not itemize for it. It just like guarantees that he stays alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. He just queues it up. All right.
Exactly.
And if you're playing a game like this where you're ahead, the best thing you can do with your itemization is look at the enemy team and be like, what can kill me? And how do I prevent it? And in this game, a sniper's Hurricane Pike is the absolute best item. He doesn't need BKB this game. All he needs is a Hurricane Pike. Maybe a Manta after that, and that's it.
Yeah, get rid of Blind.
Get rid of Blind and then get rid of like the Thunder Strike so they can't glimpse you for vision.
He could even go MKB.
Yeah, I mean, I think he goes MKB eventually for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to be doing a ton of damage, right? Like, he has an Ursa and a Slardar. He kind of gets to free game to do whatever he wants. As long as he doesn't get picked off immediately in the fight, he can do a ton of damage just by standing back and going Mjolnir. He doesn't need to go like that Daedalus Butterfly build.
I love crit on Sniper. I think it is underrated.
Oh yeah.
It is a ton of damage because he gets a lot of auto attacks off.
Storm Soldat is like incredibly farmed too for a Rubik. Like, he's actually just staying with Keeper of the Light, a hero that farms so well.
What's the cooldown on Shrapnel? I think the tooltip is bugged for me. It's not showing up.
They nerfed
Same for
it.
you?
40 seconds.
40 after cooldown reduction?
Before cooldown reduction.
And
just
the
an
bag
immediate
actually
kill.
gets deleted.
That's the Abyssal Blade, like,
Yeah.
reveal.
Abyssal Blade Enrage. Goodbye. And there's no way, again, there's still no way for the slugs to save him. The only option is
To force staff him
Atos and
out.
get him out of range, or to Will-O-Wisp, but in that case, BKB beats both of those.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You just have to force staff your Doom away. There's no item that these supports can get besides force staff going forward. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, we already have one completed on Gokilov, which is correct. I would imagine Disruptor would eventually itemize for one. He's going for a Glimmer Cape, but he's so poor. He's got 2,000 gold to his name. I mean, Troll's got Battle Fury, but now he's just itemizing for BKB, and like, what do you do with a BKB? You just get stunned and killed from the side of Rutgers. They just bash right through you.
Yeah. Hurricane Park finished on Sniper, and Ursa goes for MKB. These are much more dangerous items.
Yeah, I mean, they're so farmed. This Sniper is double the Troll Warlord's farm.
And Rubik actually managed to pick up his Blink, or his Force and Aether, and going for Blink.
Yeah, pretty big deal. I mean, Gokilov is going for a refresher, but for those of you who probably may not have realized the change, Will-O-Wisps share the same interval, so you can't actually stack two Will-O-Wisps anymore.
Nope.
So I'm not sure if Gokilov is aware of that, but refresher on Keeper of the Light is not actually as good as it used to be.
Nope.
Because
It used to be game winning.
yeah, there's no like permanent stunning someone. They actually just share the same beeping interval. Sniper going for a Scotty. That's fine. That's kind of the same idea I was thinking as the Manta, just tanking up, becoming a little bit... ooh, Rimber might be in trouble here. Lefty goes in. Is he gonna
We're gonna
go?
see glimpse back, but this is a Grimstroke.
All right, they got the kill, and that's the gem actually.
Okay, that's actually huge. That's a way bigger deal.
Dota server, please.
And then with the gem, they put it on Disruptor because he can use kinetic field to get vision of high ground, inaccessible areas. Oh, we might see Nether Toxin taken by Rubik. You gonna go farm? Isn't Nether Toxin really good for Rubik?
Yeah.
Because of Arcane Supremacy.
Yeah, Arcane Supremacy already amps damage, and then if you put the Nether Toxin under them, it absolutely crushes it.
Hell yeah. I want to see it.
Look at good old Sniper here. Farming a triple stack and some extra camps on the side. This feels really good.
Yeah. Ursa's still beating him on net worth, though.
Oh yeah, this Ursa's huge. He's just farming. He's farming heroes while Sniper's farming creeps.
Yeah.
Roche attempt number 2. They actually see them go in there, I think. Maybe? Yeah, they do
Oh
now,
my
but it
God.
doesn't matter. It dies in like 5 seconds.
So much damage.
Yeah, Rutgers' team never has issues with Roche. It's almost impossible to contest it because if you're actually not at the Roshan when they go to start the fight, it will die. BD bot lane, gonna get scouted by Sniper actually. He's about to have a Scotty done. Pro Warlord holding his buyback, knowing that they actually have to on every hero.
Doom with the Crimson Guard Vlads. Would you prefer to blink, or do you think the tanky aura build?
It's hard to say. It really is. The Inkswell there, actually, they were gonna blink forward on Johan, but gets broken or gets damaged, so he doesn't actually.
Oh, double damage sniper.
Yeah, goodbye tower.
Armor piercing shells.
Crimson Guard actually doing a little bit, and the fort will come out as well. Iroha just split pushing bottom.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
lift.
telekinesis. They're going to follow it up with a crush. BKB in rage. BKB, Static Storm does nothing. Doom gets dropped on the backside. That's a Soulbind Abyssal Blade. Viper actually dies first. Will-O-Wisp will slow them down, but you're slowing them down. They've already killed your cores.
This is looking real rough.
The creeps just go straight for the tier 4. They stay end it. They get killed by Illuminate. Ursa goes in.
Oh my god.
Disruptor finished. Ultra kill for Ursa. Now on the bottom line. Ooh, headshot.
Iroha's in their base on their tier 3.
Aroha is. He's doing some damage to the tower.
Can he? I don't think you can do anything about it. They're just gonna lose
They
their
force him back, and they're leaving 2 cores here to push. They want to go for another tower. Leave. They don't
Rubik's
care
back
about the
mid.
range racks.
Bot boots of travel.
Someone's that. Wait, what? Oh my god.
Yeah, he said screw it. Bot boots of travel and just comes right
He's
back.
wild. Look at this.
And this is at least
There we
2
go.
lanes.
Another melee rack is gonna fall. They know there's no buyback. They probably take the range as well.
Yeah, they do.
They have to be careful when backing though. Okay. Back as a team?
Now.
Yeah.
They have so much gold on their heroes. Now 29,000 net worth advantage, by the way, for Rutgers.
Yes. Massive.
This is unrecoverable.
Rutgers.
In nearly every situation, this is unrecoverable.
Yeah, I think that Slugs would not be in this position if they had more control on their team. But in picking some of the best heroes in the game, they didn't really pick a lot of control. They just picked good heroes.
Yeah, there's just Rutgers just has a lineup that just gets on top of you, bashes you, and kills you, and none of the heroes on Santa Cruz are surprisingly tanky and actually lift bottom on Keeper of the Light. He's just dead.
He's gone. Godlike on Johan. This is his hero. Buyback. They need Coddle to
smokes up
defend.
here. I don't. They
Double
smoke up
smoke.
again, actually, with the help of one more. They want to take a fight outside the
They need
base.
something. Smoke popped. They want something more than a Grimstroke. They doom him. He's glimmered. They glimpse the Ursa. Ursa BKB's after the glimpse. Thank you for bringing me into fight. Goes for the doom. Realizes
Stolen
he's not
Doom,
gonna get him.
actually,
Abyssal
on Viper.
On the troll, followed up with a 4-man rush. Stolen Doom on Viper. That Storm's for that static. Storm and Will-O-Wisp only catching on Sniper, who's just going to walk away on the top side of the fight. Doom is going to fall. Troll's trying to turn it. He's going on Slardar. He actually might be able to drop Slardar, but now Troll, surrounded by every player on Rutgers, is eliminated. Slardar, not, or much more lucky. No heroes living, no buybacks on the slugs. I think Rutgers has earned a game 3 and has delayed their elimination from the tournament once again.
Yeah, this is that was the best possible scenario for Santa Cruz. They played it really well, but they just are so far behind. It is impossible for them to find these kills. Cheese gets popped in the middle of that fight, keeps them alive. They still have Aegis, you know, going game 3. GG's called.
I love the good game smiley face.
Yeah,
I like it this year. And I think the Slugs may have pulled similar to what Rutgers had done, where they play it out a little bit when it's over just to talk it out. And they'll probably use the break time as well. But great recovery from Rutgers Ricky. This time again, Rutgers finishes with over twice the kills of the Slugs by a larger margin this time.
These teams are playing so well, both game 1 and game 2. I think we pointed it out in last game. It's not like Rutgers played poorly. Santa Cruz just had a great draft to deal with it. And I think this game, Rutgers got it the other way. Yeah, it's just their draft was perfect. They have everything they needed to deal with the side of Santa Cruz there, and they won the lanes. Their lineup got in motion really quickly, and Santa Cruz isn't. They actually needed to farm for so long, and it just wasn't able to happen.
I think I agree with you, and I think that Johan his Ursa is unstoppable, and I don't know if you can afford to ban an Ursa, but I think Rutgers puts him on Ursa again.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, we're about to go to game number 3, so don't go anywhere, everyone. This is playoff CSL tournament lives on the line for both of these teams. Rutgers University versus UC Santa Cruz. Series tied 1-1. It doesn't get better than this in CSL, if I'm being quite honest. This is an amazing series.
I agree with you. See you guys soon.
Sometimes I can hear you calling, telling me that I'm a fool. Well, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. I can see in your eyes that we're through. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. Well, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. I can see in your eyes that we're through. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. Well, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. I can see in your eyes that we're through. Sometimes I can hear you calling, telling me that I'm a fool.
When I see you in the morning, will you still want to be true? I can dream, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day.
And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever To the sun that shines, to the moon that follows, to the night that covers, to the day when love was. To the day when love was. I swear upon the evening rain, when earth is drowning slowly, I'll carry you 1,000 miles and won't let you be lonely.
I'll ignite the fire. I'll take a stand and
in the flow, don't you know, Bobby Joe? Listen up, sister. Pull up on the trigger, guys.
Hello, everybody. We are back. Game number 3 between Rutgers University and UC Santa Cruz Carleton.
Game 3, Ricky. We
This
got
is
it.
insane.
This is all I wanted.
This is what we asked for all year long. A game 3 of the playoffs.
I love that. To anyone who doesn't know, these games are meant to be best of 1, but many teams have agreed for them to be best of 3 because they're elimination matches. And I personally have raised this concern to some CSL staff that I think it should be an adjustment next year since the players are so keen on playing best of 3. And I love that they're so keen on playing best of 3 because you can see how important these matches are to them. They've been playing all year together as a team. Don't let their elimination be a best of 1. And
30 minutes
make it a best of 3, and we
it's
bring
all
it to
over.
best of 3 as an argument
Yep.
for this format.
Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the
Let's do it.
tie-breaking
We're at the
game
draft.
here. So let's go check out the draft. All right.
Arc Warden ban? Ursa ban? What do you think?
I think Rutgers is going to do the exact same bans as last. I think we're going to see the exact same set of bans that we saw last game. I don't think anything's changing.
I mean, yeah,
At least for the
Rutgers
first
last
3
game.
is what
Why
I mean.
wouldn't
I mean
they?
the first 3, yeah.
What do you think about Rubik again?
Rubik was really good.
Sorcerer that played very well. Still strikes me as a little bit weird, but when you play it that well, I mean, what are you gonna do? It works.
Yeah, so these are all 6 of the same bands that we saw last game.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference from game 1 was the Nyx introduction instead of Juggernaut, but still pretty much the same bands. Now this leaves Grimstroke on the map again, a hero that has a 100% win rate in this series. So do you think Rutgers takes it, or do you leave Grimstroke in and give Grimstroke Doom to the Slugs? Or do you think they won't go Doom this time?
I think they have to take Grimstroke, unfortunately. I think they don't want to, but I think they have to.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Yep, good call. And that's going to deny the Doom Grimstroke counter.
I don't think they take Doom this time. I think after last game, they'll just open Grimstroke Ursa again, and then you still have the same issue, whereas you're dealing with an Ursa. And you don't want Ursa to have like a favorable lane almost ever.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Do you have any idea what they might try and go? I'm thinking that Shadow Shaman is in the pool.
They take the
Jakiro.
Jakiro. That's a good pick.
0% win rate.
Yeah. Now,
Across
the
one game.
question is do they want to take the Arc Warden early and not let them ban it phase 2?
I don't know. Jakiro seems weird to me because Arc Warden, if they go for the Arc Warden's all the push they need.
10 seconds.
In which case Jakiro seems like a weak support. I could see them going for a Death Ball. I don't.
The Jakiro, I think, is good in terms of like creating space for Arc Warden to get online, because similar to what the Grimstroke did in that game, whereas he just ink swells, cuts, like helps de-push waves and still contributes in fights. The problem is I think Grimstroke is just a better version of him in almost every sense of the hero.
Yeah, apart from like Grimstroke doesn't break towers.
Yeah.
I feel like Grimstroke's a much better support. Yeah, I don't like Jakiro in the first phase like this, unless I want to see what they do with it. That's what's going to decide this pick for me. But right now, I'm like, not knowing what the slugs are thinking inside their sluggy, sexy, slithery, slimy, sluggy brains. I'm not
It's
so
a lot
sure.
of S words.
Dire team pick.
What? They're taking the storm. They have 2 Storm Soldat heroes. They're banning his Enigma.
Does Storm have anything to play?
Undying.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's got Undying left. If he wants to pick it, I don't know why he's not picking it. Actually, that's like the Undying or the Storm Soldat Classic.
There's still a lot of heroes they can go with. Do they just go the Ursa anyway? Oh, they take
They
the
take
Doom.
the Doom. Yeah. Okay. Rutgers is feeling good. Okay, Arc Warden ban from
Radiant
Rutgers.
They banned the Ursa, actually. That's the hero you can't let them have if you have the Doombringer. the question becomes like, can you deal with this Doom in lane now that they get him in with the ability to pretty much remove most of the counters. The thing is, though, is do they ban the Arc Warden?
10
I think you ban the Arc
seconds
Warden.
And
It's
leave in a
proven.
Doom, another like one of the last Doom counters.
I don't think you need to ban
seconds
another
remaining.
Doom counter. Like what else would you do? Because there's two supports are showing.
They would have to ban Jug. That's the only other hero that they could.
But even then, Doom's has very high movement speed.
Yeah.
I guess with a combo with one of these supports. I think Rutgers bans Arc Warden, and I think Slithery Slimy Sluggers look for a strong
They ban
lanes
the
combo
PA.
with these
They're gonna go
supports.
Juggernaut.
Team ban.
Yeah.
They want to just pick the Jug here in the next phase. They can't allow them to get Grimstroke, Jug, plus a Doombringer. The Arc Warden
The
ban
Jug makes
pretty
sense
straightforward.
because it Ursa being banned out of the pool as well. Counter to Jug.
10 seconds. Radiant team pick.
OD banned.
Dire team pick.
Wow,
Medusa.
just an early Medusa pick. That's actually pretty strong. Doombringer doesn't do a lot to Medusa as long as she has Mana Shield on.
Mhm.
She just doesn't cast ult, but she'll still just rain arrows on your whole team.
Oh yeah.
I actually really like that pick. The OD ban in this phase is pretty big, and now they
10
just
seconds remaining.
they'll go for a counter pick on Rutgers here. They might just pick up the sniper again, to be honest, in this phase.
You think they'll do it?
I mean, there's no, I don't see any reason not to. It's good against Medusa.
I think they could do it next pick after this one, and I would love that.
Yeah, I agree.
For now, they still have another support they could go for. Is there any support that really messes Medusa up?
Radiant team pick.
I was gonna say Lion does have a mana drain, straightforward, lots of control. Rubik loves to steal Finger though, really, really loves to steal it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spell.
Grimstroke loves to combo with it too though.
I was expecting him to either go like Phantom Lancer or take the Juggernaut away, because I think Slugs want the Juggernaut.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
It's either that or they're either going to go Juggernaut or PL. I think they have to. I don't know what other hero there would be. Do you save last pick for your carry, or do you save
I don't
last
like them
pick for your
going
offlane?
PL. I think you save it for your carry. So who's it? It's either Aroha or
Babag.
Babag.
They've played Troll Warlord last game, but it just did not feel very good.
No, it got very far behind.
Dire
I
team
think you gotta save for your position one. There's okay, they bring back the Centaur.
The Centaur did really good. I think that's a great pick. Just bring it in. It's another frontliner.
Just make sure they're coordinated though with Soulbind. They don't just run opposite directions.
Yeah, that's true.
Ten seconds remaining.
Okay, anything
5
jumping out at
seconds
you
remaining.
for Rutgers? They have the world is their oyster.
Yeah, I don't think you can't go sniper now, right? Because the Centaur.
Yeah, you probably don't want to go sniper now.
200 IQ from Harlow here saying not to pick it right away. Probably a good idea.
Radiant team ban.
Invoker.
Ooh, I love that. I was thinking that, but but Benbird is the Invoker player, right?
Yeah, so they steal it from Benbird. I feel like Medusa absolutely crushes Invoker in lane though, so I don't.
But EMP crushes him the rest of the game.
Yeah, it just becomes a better like fight counter if they fight. The thing is you still have Centaur's ult, which can just get her outside of
10
EMP
seconds
range.
remaining.
And if she throws Snake right before the EMP goes off, she gets all her mana back.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the new Mystic Snake is pretty crazy with how much mana it gives back to her. It is Radiant Medusa, right? And just like Radiant Viper, she's gonna find farm pretty much no matter what. Actually, one of my problems with Invokers, I don't think he'll be able to bully the jungle camps the same way Sniper could.
Yeah, he definitely can't. They ban Anti-Mage, that's a good ban. Last pick for Rutgers here again, though.
Last pick for Rutgers. They got a ban first. So what are we looking for? We're looking for position 1.
10 seconds.
He's going to be
remaining.
fighting a Medusa and a Centaur. 2 very high health
5
heroes.
They have to take the Juggernaut on the side of Slugs. They absolutely have to. If you don't, you get like a Manta Diffusal Juggernaut that will just shred your Medusa apart. And it's
Yeah.
like good against Centaur as well in lane because you have Blade Fury. I don't know any other core that they could take.
And
Actually, the only one would be
Aghanim's
Monkey
good
King
against-
going Diffusal. That would work too. A Monkey King
Aghanim's
going
and
like
Centaur
Echo
is good
Diffusal.
against Omni,
Yeah.
but I
Dire
mean,
team
They
it's
banned
good against
Sven.
everything. The
Oh, I'm
Svenny-
sorry. Slugs have last pick. Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
okay for them. Actually, now, did they go Jug? The Sven owned them in game 1, so that's actually a really good ban.
Ten seconds remaining.
I'm stumped, man. I like both
5
these drafts, and
seconds remaining.
I think there's quite a few ways they can take it. I think I actually like to do. I I think it's just pretty hard to mess both of these drafts up at this point. I would like to see something that right clicks for Rutgers and is going to be ahead of Invoker in the fight, closer to the fight than Invoker will be.
Yeah. And like, these teams are like these last picks are so important.
Take all the reserve time you need. Oh, we're going for it.
Yeah,
There it
okay.
is.
I was like, I like on paper,
10
Juggernaut
minutes
is the
ago.
best carry for them by far.
You know what? Rutgers waited for the stream delay to catch up to hear what you were saying 2 weeks ago when you said Juggernaut.
I mean, I don't know what other hero you would take. It's such a consistently good hero. Healing Ward is amazing in this game, and going like a Drums Manta Diffusal.
I love that build.
Really
10
strong.
seconds remaining.
I really, really like that build.
So now we have Iroha getting to decide what he wants to go for, and you're against a Doom Invoker Juggernaut. The other reason you ban Juggernaut is Juggernaut owns Doom in the lane phase. It's actually really bad. So
Yeah, I did expect Juggernaut to go to the Slugs, honestly. But I guess they really wanted to save their position 1 for last pick, but I don't know what they pick now. I don't like PL. Don't like.
this is a hard decision, man. I actually don't know what you
Where's the
pick
PA
here.
ban? Like the PA ban for the Slugs is so confusing now.
Drow range.
Drow.
Oh my gosh, that is a winning pick.
Drow
Oh
strat.
my god.
Drow strat for the elimination, Ricky. They
Wow.
have the tools to deal with Drow, but Drow always has the tools to win a game.
Drow is like, how did I not see this? That pick's actually so good. It is incredible against Juggernaut. Juggernaut cannot play against a Drow at all. His game is unplayable. And it's so good against Doom, because no matter how much Doom decides to tank up, he just gets absolutely shredded by Drow Ranger. The silence this game is going to be insane.
Do you think they baited that?
They had to be discussing it. I mean, if you think about Rutgers draft, right?
DHS?
The more I look at Rutgers draft, the more you're like, it has to be a Juggernaut. And that lane is going to be really strong. This Juggernaut's going to get a lot out of the lane. But Iroha, if he does well in his lane against this Doom, this Medusa and Drow Ranger are going to be so scary.
Yep, very much so.
Wow. I don't know which team I favor, to be honest, because I think Rutgers lanes are pretty decent, but I think it's going to come down to the Drow versus Doom, because Juggernaut should win bot. I believe Medusa will win mid, and if Drow wins top, I would expect Santa Cruz to take this series.
After what Rutgers did to Aroha last game, I wouldn't be surprised to see it again, and I think that's Rutgers' best chance at victory, shutting down Drow. But I completely agree with you. The lanes, once again, are going to be extremely important. It looks like we're seeing a big rotation bottom, so let's do the introductions.
Yep, I'll start with the Roha on the Drow. We were just talking a lot about it. Mid lane, Benbird going to be playing Medusa. Top lane, Gaki Love on the Rubik. Bag playing Centaur, War Runner, and last but not least, Poxy on this Jakiro. Now, talk about this smoked up Rutgers team.
I'm blessed to introduce them as they go into a fight right now. We have the captain, Storm Soldat, playing Lion. Invoker by Legcraft. Juggernaut, beautiful cosmetics being played by Jahan. Law, once again, will put him to Grimstroke. And Lefty is going to give it a shot. Playing Doom. Inkswell does not connect.
All right, so they actually predict the smoke this time. They don't let it happen 2 times in a row. That's learning, right? That is understanding.
This is Elon Musk's AI versus Rutgers University.
Dude, this...
I love the emote.
Yeah. This is going to be an amazing game. I'm so excited. They placed that same deep ward there behind the tower. And we now have a Juggernaut off lane.
2-2. Best of one, Ricky. This is a best of one Drow strat is what we're watching.
This is going to be amazing. They see them coming to cut the waves. Drow now actually has to just back and TP the tower.
Get out of here, Drow.
Yeah, she just TPs to her tier 1. That's what she has to do. You can't afford to run all the way back up there. She has to TP.
She's surrounded.
Alright, are they going to swap lanes?
They see her. Line's coming behind.
She's going to go for it. She's
above.
running.
They have an Inkswell. Put it on top of her.
Rubik's here.
In. Pop it. I don't know if they want to go, though. Fable comes out. Dual Breath. Grimstroke's the one in trouble now, but Drow just wants to get CS.
I mean, now you have a 1v1 Doom versus Centaur, and that is a Doom-favored lane, I believe.
Oh, yes. Yes. He doesn't even go Devour level 1. He goes Infernal Blade. The lane.
Really?
I think Devour's probably still the big pick, but I mean, kind of understand the thought process.
Yeah. Well, Juggernaut did pretty well. Went 4-2 on the first wave. Drow obviously didn't get much at all. Her not TPing to a tower right away is very odd to me because it allows Gaki Love to stay top, and she doesn't miss any experience. And now they're behind in levels.
Yeah, which is a huge deal, especially early on. I'm keeping my eye on Invoker and Medusa to see how they last hit, and Medusa's doing a really good job. However, Invoker still has 3 creeps to try and catch up to her. So the Legcraft Invoker, something rarely seen, but I've heard it might melt your face.
I've heard the tales, growing up as a child. Legcraft Invoker.
Legend. Ooh, Mystic Snake getting another yes for Medusa.
That
smack
feels good.
right into Invoker. Sunstrike, the counterspell CS. Invoker's just using his mana. What else is he gonna do? It's not like he can hold on to it. Doom went 2 points Infernal Blade. I guess Devour is on cooldown. Just trying to harass Centaur. Doom will outlast the Centaur eventually and will out-farm him with Devour. Going for the Infernal Blade over Devour. A little bit riskier, but potentially higher payoff. Bottom lane.
Storm takes a lot of damage just for that Earth Spike.
I think he wanted to hit the Drow too, although I'm not sure.
Yeah. The thing about this Centaur lane is, if he gets enough Retaliate stacks, he can kill Doom with just a couple right clicks. But Doom has to be pretty low on health at the time, so it's not a very good lane for the most part.
Now Medusa has the Summon of Invoker and the Camp to pad her CS. So CS will not be a good indicator of who's winning mid. However, I do believe she's top net worth in the game at the moment. Although it's pretty early to really make any calls off net worth. What do you think of these aggro tri-lane, or the aggro tri-lane and the defensive tri-lane?
I think it's pretty good. Actually, here comes the Hex.
Inkswell. He doesn't want to connect on 3. He goes straight for the Rubik. We have a stun. Johan does not get on anyone.
He doesn't have his boots yet. They can't get
the supports were in a good position, but Juggernaut was not. And no boots.
And he got pushed back by the silence initially, so
Law taking damage. Not gonna fall though. Juggernaut back, but Juggernaut does not have spin. He used it. Oh, great stun by Storm Soul that.
Yeah. All right. This Benbird mid lane Medusa, he's getting a lot of farm.
Yes.
Like, he's getting a lot of levels too, and that's the thing you have to be worried about if you're Rutgers.
And the thing about Centaur not really doing as well as Doom in lane is he just needs a Blink Dagger and to press R.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. Oh, here we go. Again, bottom lane. Hex
On the
first
Drow this
spike.
time.
We're gonna see a Sunstrike. It is barely gonna miss. Going for the Drow. She hits the silence after the spin.
First blood, baby.
Juggernaut not in any trouble. Put an Inkswell on him. Double hit on the supports. Who do they want to go for? They switch to Rubik because he ran up into lane. Follow that up with the Earth Spike. Cut him up once. Stroke from downtown. Rubik is not faster than Juggernaut. Storm Soul that actually burns down.
Yeah. It's actually gonna
Cut
go
him up,
deny
cut
this.
him up.
This
Don't
double
deny the
damage
rune.
here? Nope, doesn't
No.
do it. So this is what I was talking about. I was like,
Juggernaut
they can't do anything until Jug has boots. Buys his boots and they immediately get a kill.
Yeah.
And this
Exactly. And this is gonna happen over and over.
yeah, Drow really needs experience right now.
Bounties.
They're gonna get double runes bot. Doom's gonna pick up one top.
Yeah.
This
The
is
trust
looking
thing
really
they
good
need.
for Rutgers just off this bot lane.
Mm-hmm. Johan with DD. That is something I love to see.
Not if you're a Santa Cruz fan, for sure.
Yeah, he comes to lane, starts critting for almost 250 damage, level 3.
I
Feels
do
pretty
like
good.
Drow's decision for her build this game. She's just gonna go triple null tally and help and like just enable this Medusa and the rest of her team. And to be honest, like she just does need stats and damage to do well in this game. That's all she needs. She needs stats, damage, and as soon as she gets level 6, she's a really big issue for the side of Rutgers.
I do think that there's something to be said to just kind of focusing on your aura as Drow, not seeing Drow more as an aura than as a carry.
Yeah.
And as long as you're providing the aura, you're helping your team win. Kind of like a little bit like Arcane for Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. Doom's level 6 in the top lane, beating out this Centaur pretty badly now. And if we take a look at net worth, he is crushing him 600 ahead already, and that's just because of that Devour.
That's the Infernal Blade build, and he still goes 302 at level.
Oh yeah,
level 5,
he doesn't
which I
need.
love.
He does not need Scorched Earth this game at all.
No.
He's just gonna
But he
devour
does
that
max the
catapult.
Devour over Infernal Blade.
They see the Grimstroke coming over. They see him place the ward too. So
Rubik does not counter it.
he's gonna go. Assuming they don't have a sentry on him. They saw him place the ward though. So I'm assuming they'll de-ward it. Yeah,
I think Johan would
Blocking
like
his
to
camp,
get
he's
more
pinging
kills. Oh, we might see some action bottom actually. Lion goes in, they're going on Drow, spin in over the Hex. Drow's gonna be able to get the silence off though, and Lion's in
Stampede's
trouble.
out.
Okay, through a stun. Oh, is something going on top lane? Nope, not really. So it does
Medusa
not go
sending a
well.
sentry out. She's like, I want to get this ward.
Mm-hmm.
She puts it on the back side of the camp. She actually gets both of them, which would be interesting because there's another ward like right next to her.
Yeah. Oh, she has 2 to be safe. Gonna go for the farm
Bot
first.
lane. Storm Soul out comes in again.
They really want the Drow.
Sunstrike
Here's
on
the
the mark.
Sunstrike. Great job. Rubik is in trouble. So is Storm Soldat. Storm Soldat's not afraid to die though. Medusa, how's her warding game, Ricky? Did she
Hasn't
watch the
used it
guides?
there,
She
she
found
gets
number
it.
1.
She found the first one. She's
That's
not.
the
There's no way
important
she
one.
guesses the second. There's no way.
Gets the
Oh,
second.
okay. I say that and she gets it. Okay, maybe they did see him have 2 wards, so that's a big deal. It's a
There it
really
is.
big deal. That's a lot of
That is
gold
humongous.
for Medusa, actually.
That's bad for Rutgers. 2 wards gone like that.
Yeah, I mean, you have no vision on this Medusa now as she wants to farm, and that's a big deal. 60 last hits so far
Dire's
in this
middle
game.
tower is under attack.
Not top net worth. Obviously, Invoker still number 1, closely followed
Yeah.
by Doom, but that's just because he did pretty good in the lane phase. He's got a lot of last hits from the lane.
And he's got his Midas.
Out of your mind.
Oh, does he really? Oh yeah, that's a big deal.
Very big deal.
Is Doom going Midas? No, he's going drums. Okay, I like that.
I hear another spin. This one's to farm a creep wave. Johan getting a little bit low for this. Fade Bolt dual breath. Johan has to back up. The supports want to go. Johan has no health. He has no spin, but they got a Sunstrike. They're first going to finish Rubik. Second, are they going to get Foxy? It doesn't look like it, but they want to put some damage on him. Storm Soldat, 2 seconds. Hit him with the Stroke of Fate. They could go. Storm Soldat never runs away from a fight. Connects. with an
Wow,
auto
Storm
attack.
gets
He walks away with his sunglasses on. Drow wants to chase, but that's the Storm Soul at himself you're chasing.
There's a level 4 Drow. This is not going well.
Do they
He
have a
needs
shrine?
level 6, and he's not close.
This is the aggro tri-lane getting more and more deadly.
Alright, we'll just keep an eye on the net worth here as they start to advance. Like I said,
Jugger, or they know Jakiro's mid and they immediately go on Lion or on
great
Rubik.
silence at least.
Shows.
Rubik actually makes a lot of space there. He's fine.
Tons of damage on Juggernaut. Johan, a little scared.
Pops the 20 stack wand actually to stay alive. He might have died there otherwise. It's surprising Doom hasn't gone for a kill with Doom. Like, his level 3 Infernal Blade, he can kill this Centaur right now if he wanted.
I think he's worried about. Oh, let's see what he does. Ooh.
I was like, he actually just hits him with an Infernal Blade Doom and he kills him.
I think maybe he's worried if it doesn't go well, then Centaur might be able to lane against him. So he'd rather just like have the threat of Doom.
Yeah.
Because he's getting a lot. He's actually out farming a Midas Invoker, or keeping pace with the Midas Invoker. Okay, another fight bottom. Here we go. Hex. Double Splitter, double Stroke of Fate, double Sunstrike, double Spin, but 0 kills?
Yeah, Sunstrike connects, but they managed to get out with a Stampede, and now Gakilov wants the rune, but not gonna have it. Storm, so that's gonna beat him there.
No,
No way. Oh, 3 runes again for the side of Rutgers.
I like how both mid lanes have evolved into farm your wave, farm the jungle. No one's in mid. It's like it's such a strange meta.
Yeah, these flash farming cores are really strong right now, and Medusa is... She can hit critical mass, and they don't have like a legit answer to her besides a Juggernaut with like Manta Diffusal. If that doesn't come online soon, she is going to be doing so much damage because she has a lot of base damage but lacks attack speed early on. But with Drow, that's gone. You know, you have no attack speed issues.
Yeah, completely agree. What I want to ask you about though is the order in which Juggernaut gets those items. He's going for Manta first over Diffusal. What do you think about that?
I think that's correct. You can't actually rush Diffusal into Medusa because you just get stone gazed if you try to make a play, and you can get silenced by Drow. Like, you actually have to go the Manta first.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If you don't go the Manta, you're like one bad play and your hero is completely useless.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, you can't risk getting caught out because you're so weak.
Top lane. Here's the Doom that we've been waiting for. He actually picked up a
at the tier 2 tower. Standing on him. 2 TVs coming out. He gets juked. They might make it away. They might make it away. Infernal Blade finishes him. Lefty. That's a tomato stomp Rubik has stolen.
Bot lane. I think Poxy's TP got canceled, but Medusa's on his way. They really want this kill. I just don't see it happening. Unless you can lift him onto the cliff, but no cooldown for that.
They got nothing. 9 wand charges. Gakilov, nothing.
I mean, Drow
Rutgers.
very close to 6, but Juggernaut already there, almost level 7.
12 minutes, very close to 6. That's not very good.
Yeah, no, I mean, she needs to just be like deep jungling right now with 3 Wraith Bands and letting the Jakiro soak the lane solo. I don't think they can afford to just be here. I think Iroha needs to be like on their hard camp or medium camp. The problem is it's all going to Medusa, so they need to split it.
And if you look at net worth, 4 of the 3 of the top 4 are for Rutgers.
Yeah,
by 1,000
Juggernaut's
gold.
becoming an issue, and this lane needed to go well for Drow for them to I think take this game.
Yeah, it's definitely not going well if she still doesn't have her aura. Medusa's probably like, what the hell is going on, man?
Yeah,
I'm banking
I mean,
on
this
I'm
Lion's
banking
about
on-
to get level 6, and Finger of Death plus any spell kills Drow. All right, they're rotating bottom on the supports here. They don't have vision of this. Lion going behind the tower. He might be in trouble. Rubik scouts the lift.
Ice Path connects. Stormswell that's in trouble, as usual. And
All
he
right,
dies.
Iroha
But on the backside,
gets the kill.
Johan's here. Level 6 on Drow. She's very deadly now.
Yep, this is a big deal. Now getting 36 attack speed to all of her ranged allies.
They're watching for the Sunstrike. They don't have Doom, but Doom blinks in. Jumps on the Drow. She dies in Stampede, I might add.
Wow, I missed that one. I just assumed that they were not going to go back to the
She
tower.
got deleted. Like, I don't blame you. They hit every single thing on her. Very well coordinated. Stampede was on her, and they still just blew her up.
They just like Inkswell from Fog and then like Blink Doom or something.
No, Doom blinked in, tomato clapped, Infernal Bladed, and then Grimstroke sniped her, and it was just all of her life.
Yeah, that'll do it.
She has 900 life. She wasn't at full.
I was busy looking at the Medusa, level 14 and a half.
Oh my god. Invoker under-leveled compared to
They
her,
actually
but-
find Poxy in the jungle, and that is your first finger of death stack, baby.
Yeah.
Storm Soul, that is happy. You
That
want to
went
put
right
that on
back.
cooldown as soon as possible.
Yeah, ideally you kill, like, the Drow with it, but the Drow's already getting shut down enough. Why not just get the stack going?
Yeah. Lagcraft pressuring mid tower, but you gotta be careful if you're Gokula here. You just saw your 2 allies die in the jungle. Hanging behind the tower, he knows they're here.
Yeah, Blink. Doesn't catch him. Oh, spin on
Steal.
Rubik, keeping him alive, but Storm Soldat wants to get cheeky here. He wants to get really cheeky here. Medusa on the high ground with Manta. On the backside, we have a Centaur teleport in. He's going to destroy Storm Soldat. Foxy hits
Great
the
ice
ice
path.
path. Doom may be in trouble. Centaur uses his retaliate stacks. He's smacking him hard.
There you go.
Finishes him with the double edge. Okay, Rutgers. They're feeling a little too cocky.
Those are 2 necessary kills. Like, it's a lot of experience. That's the big thing for them. Like, they're behind a lot in experience. That's 1,400 for their whole team.
Yeah.
So,
Juggernaut
it's a
put
big
a little
deal.
bit of pressure on bot.
Actually,
in the
top
meantime,
lane, they
but-
find the Grimstroke. This is gonna be another kill.
Oh my god. Ricky, the slugs are bringing it back.
And goodbye mid tower. Poxy plus a Medusa illusion.
Yep. Oh, liquid fire. Take it out. He wants it so bad, man. He has to wait for his next liquid fire. Here he goes.
He needs to
Finish
quit
it.
it before
Lion.
the roof.
Lion.
He gets the
And he doesn't have finger, but he's just gonna harass him a bit.
Oh
Rubik's gonna steal a
man, that
spell.
feels
No, he
so
steals
bad.
spin. Yep.
No, you want
That's
to keep
not
Blade
what
Fear on
stands on the line.
Rubik. That spell, level 4 Blade Fear on Rubik is disgusting.
Yep.
14% amped on 160 damage per second.
He only
Plus
has
magic
one more
immunity.
cast left in it, though, before he has to get something new.
That is true. Top
So-
lane, the bag, pressuring the top tower as well, but nothing Law can really stop this. They don't want it to go into deny range, and it
Yeah.
does anyway, so now they gotta be careful.
Yeah, they should
Doom
bring someone
rotating
top,
over,
and
they
they
ping
do.
him. They know what's
They
happening.
have Blink, they have Doom. There is a ward, so we're aware for Radiant.
Alright, Medusa, level 16, has Manta already completed.
How's our Juggernaut Manta? Not yet.
He's getting close though, he's got the ultimate orb. Aghanim's finished on
Medusa's-
Invoker. Law
Pops,
actually
yes.
smokes, coming up here to place a ward, I believe, but he's gonna get scouted.
They found
most
Drow,
likely.
they found Drow, they found Drow. Oh no, they didn't.
That-
Oh, they
They
did.
kind of do.
Yeah,
They
it's a
know
little
they
too
know
late.
someone's there, but they actually block the ancient camp with that sentry, but
That's good, I like it.
that will get dewarded here pretty soon.
They know something's up. Slugs know Rutgers is lurking.
Find a ward in
haunt-
their own jungle. That's
Oh, no,
nice.
Invoker's in center bottom. Invoker's Aghanims. He's
Yeah.
fight ready. I'd love to
He's
see him
just
go to a
picked it
fight
up.
right now.
Is under attack.
They're gonna find a Medusa first.
Structures are fortified.
Medusa farming. What does he got? What does he got? He got a combo. Loses all of his mana.
Yeah,
Gets rid of the
that's
tornado.
like
Forces running. That's his whole mana bar, Ricky.
They actually pop Stampede for that. But Bag gets
Okay,
the tower at
very
least. He has Blink Dagger now. Mid lane,
On,
tier
how's
1
this
under
thing?
pressure. Could fall here.
Gets it.
Radiant's
Alright.
middle tower has fallen.
Manta picked up on Yug.
Rubik picked up the Blade Fury again.
Uh-oh. Going high ground. This is dangerous, but they might find... Oh, they're gonna find her. Sword Soldat. Gets her. Inkswell. Let's go. Stack stuns, but they're gonna kill her. They get the charge. Get the charge. Get the
she's
charge.
super
Doesn't
dead.
get the
She
charge.
actually doesn't go
wants
for
to
the
hold
finger
it.
death. That's really interesting. But Bag top lane getting actually damaged quite a bit by Lagcraft here, but is he gonna live?
I think he knows it's more important for them to get a second kill than it is for them to get a charge there. But it does put pressure. The sooner he gets that kill, the better that decision is.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is they go 160 seconds to Lion doesn't get a kill. Then you can just argue he's just missing a charge.
Movement speed picked up on the Juggernaut as his first talent over the 5 all stats. I think this game that's warranted because you're against a Drow and like Drow and Medusa, and you have to be able to like kind of get in or out of these fights very quickly. I think the problem you have though is if you decide to Blade Fury in or out, you can actually just die in the right clicks of those 2 heroes
Yes.
very easily.
Yeah, Drow loves being able to just auto attack.
Their pings
So
coming
many
out
things they
all
know.
over.
It's blocked. It's blocked. Doesn't get the observer.
Wow, that's Very
Okay,
unfortunate.
Grimstroke, Arcane Rune, and Soulbind.
Look at where
Everyone's
Rutgers
here.
is right now. Look at where Rutgers
Everyone's
plays.
here.
They
This
see
is great.
Medusa.
Rutgers play. Blink, Inkswell, Doom, Inkswell hits, Stampede used, Johan's looking for the Soulbind, connects on Rubik, Centaur, Medusa. Good shape right now. Lion falls immediately, doesn't get a chance to get his finger
Juggernaut
off.
got doomed.
Fantastic ice. Fantastic. Ice pass. Juggernaut is doomed. Oh my god. Rubik, very,
He
well
had to
played.
get denied. Yeah. They don't kill
Because-
Medusa and they lose 3.
Making Stormsoul that look bad on that great Rubik performance last game.
What a play by Gaki Love. Holding the Doom there.
Mm-hmm. Gets the Juggernaut. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Soulbind on the Medusa.
I think they just wanted to prevent her from getting the Stone Gaze off and thinking that they would have the damage. But I think I talked about this in draft. Like, dooming Medusa is actually not that good if she has Mana Shield up.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think they might have got greedy. Like I think they could have got Medusa, but instead they wanted Medusa plus more. And right now she's the biggest hero in the whole game.
Yeah, level 18, top net worth, still in front of Invoker, who's actually staying with her for the most part. It's the level
Yeah, he's not
difference
fighting,
that's
he's
the big
farming.
thing.
Attack.
And I think I actually, after seeing what Mystic Snake does to Invoker, I think him farming right now is the right call. Mystic Snake just ruins his game.
Yeah. Top lane, but that
Doom
gets blinked
finds a
on.
Centaur, Infernal Blade. Here's Storm
This has
Soul
gotta
that
be
he
the
might get a
freeze.
charge now. Wait for it, get your charge, man. He's waiting as long as he can. Finger.
He's not using it.
I think he just really wants to get a second kill, a follow-up kill. He's not concerned about the charges.
I'm assuming he's just like saving it for like other heroes, but I don't know why necessarily. Bottom lane, we have a Blink Drow, but she's got to be careful. Lagcraft gets this Cold Snap Meteor combo.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Roha is getting perfect combo from Laycraft, a foreshadowing of what we're going to see this
Yeah,
game.
and that was a great rotation by him. He just shows up, gets the long range Cold Snap with the tornado into Meteor Hammer, or into Meteor, not Meteor Hammer.
Into Meteor Hammer. He dropped the hammer on her.
Definitely.
He has the impact damage as well. And that's
Did
why
he
she's
really?
so hard. Yeah.
Wow. That's
He's
surprising me.
here to kill. He's here to kill. He's getting the Blink Dagger too. He just wants the combo.
Drow's game is so unfortunate right now, but
Yeah, she needs BKB. She's going Shadow Blade.
I mean, you almost have a Scotty on your Medusa. It is about to be completed. Only 500 gold, about 600 gold away.
I want to see Cataclysm with Soulbind this game. Not that they really combo together, but just that Soulbind
Just that they
makes it
can't
difficult
move.
for the two heroes to move. Smoke comes out. I think Storm Soul that might actually want to go for his finger kill here.
They see her under the shrine, but is ganking the Medusa under the shrine the play?
Do they have the damage? Here we go. This could be good.
Invoker's here. They can kill her with Invoker
Yeah,
for sure.
they have a blink on Invoker. Set it up, Invoker. There's the Tornado. Teleport in from Rubik. Doom, you cannot have Doom. Your spell's stolen this time. Medusa makes it away into the trees, and Rutgers is calling back. Stormsla's going to fall in the back line. Soulbind, double Doom. Okay, don't let it get stolen, though.
I mean,
They
that's
think they
it.
just wanted
Nothing
to
happens.
combo
That's piped.
Doom needs to cast something, too, really badly.
There
Devour
goes
still needs to cast something. I still don't want Rubik to get that, though.
I mean, going on this Medusa is so difficult. Really great heads-up play there by the bag to get the immediate stampede so they can get Medusa out of harm's way.
Yeah.
And now Diffusal almost completed on Juggernaut. He's actually pretty close.
And I like that Johan hasn't been playing with them until he finishes this. He knows what he needs. No point trying to go earlier than Manta Diffusal.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Mid lane, lefty looking for Drow. Gets the stomp.
Sunstrike.
Oh
Looks
my
good.
gosh.
Bird is down. Great job again. They're shutting a Roha down 2 games in a row. Fantastic job by Rutgers.
Medusa Illusion gets the top tower. The thing is like, this Drow will eventually become useful. The problem is she's so under-leveled. That is the biggest problem to her right now. She's only level 11, doesn't have even level 2 ult yet, and she needs the proc chance on her ult to become, like, really relevant.
And
So-
her net worth is sunk into a Blink Dagger.
Yeah. I mean,
Zero
she had
stat
to,
item.
because it helps her farm a lot, but it usually helps her, like, reposition in fights and kind of get out of fights. The problem is, Rutgers is playing great as far as, like, finding those pickoffs on the Drow, even when she's deep in lane, you know? They have great
Yeah.
initiation, they have great follow-up.
Yeah, Drow will eventually come online. Right now, though, she's almost
Lane,
getting
Tornado. They actually Omni slash the Centaur. It gets pulled by
Yeah.
Gawky Love.
Finger
dead.
used. They got him the charge. Okay. Strike. Ooh, barely misses.
That is a BKB used on Doom.
Can they
Foxy
find
in
more?
trouble.
Foxy in the trees misses that. Misses the ice path. Gets hit by the Infernal Blade. Medusa throws out the snake. They miss the silence too. Rutgers is in a very
great kills.
dominating position.
Invoker gonna head
Nice.
top, push that lane, get some farm
Doom has Alpha
zone.
Wall. Oh, he doesn't take it, but he does eat it with his new 15 talent.
Yeah, 150 devour bonus goal. Easy 220 GPM talent, everyone.
I love it.
Hanging
you're
out
right.
Drow. They know there's a ward there. Just got placed. She needs to be very careful.
Oh, big swell to follow it up.
She
Phantom's
dies.
Embrace. Rutgers looking good, Ricky.
Gets the ward at least before she dies.
Under attack.
She saw them place it and then just like immediately died.
Illusion.
Okay.
He
Keep it
Drow's
going.
1 and 7. This is just not how you want to be playing a Drow. She's going Shadow Blade as her next item, but I don't even know if it matters. Stampede, down to Law, and yeah, he's just super
Rune
dead.
stroke. Deleted.
There's a stolen meteor actually on Rubik.
It looks so cool with the Arcana.
Yeah. That is going to do a ton of damage.
Let me see if he has it leveled up.
It is.
I
That
can't
is
tell.
a almost max Exort meteor.
Oh, I meant the Arcana. 6 Arcana wins. Yeah, he has the meteor, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, you have to have like certain...
You have to have... Oh, he doesn't have the meteor.
Yeah, he doesn't have the meteor based on like the... It's not like... It's not circling around in his inventory, so... Or in his,
Oh,
on his
meteor's
bar.
level... No, that's Supernova. I don't know when meteor is. It looks hilarious, though. It's a square.
Yeah, it's just a square that rolls.
Can't find it on the
Well,
list.
this game might be a long one. Rutgers is going to have a really hard time pressing high ground against the Medusa Drow, especially with a Centaur. Centaur going Aghanims as his next item, and I think that is absolutely the correct choice.
36 wins. We're a ways away.
Oh my gosh, you have to play that many times on the Arcana?
Win that many times.
All right, that Arcana is useless. You heard it here first.
What? That's like one of the best things they ever added in Dota, if you ask me.
I mean, I think it is, but like there's no way. Like, unless you spam Rubik every game, you're never getting all the stuff for that Arcana.
But that's the thing, is I love it because it makes you do that. You know, the stupid CM Arcana style, D-ward 50 wards to get the second puppy style? That made me play so much Dota.
Yeah, but I mean, that's easier to do than getting 100 wins on the hero. They actually see Storm Sold at Invis, I think, do they?
They know his wards there. I think they know something's up.
Storm Sold at playing with fire, as Poxy even has a sentry in his inventory, but I'm not going to try for it.
Uh-oh. Gurza Hex. What the heck is he doing? Sunstrike, Finger, gets a kill. That's a charge.
Yeah, that's worth it, I think, if
Seals
you're
Finger,
lying.
Seals Finger, Seals
It's
Finger.
under attack.
Oh, that's huge, actually. Because Rubik gets the Finger of Death stacking buff, too. So as he continues to steal it during the game, it becomes stronger.
I think he loses the stacks, though.
Does he really?
I think he loses the stacks when he loses the spell.
Oh, that's dumb. I thought if he I thought that when he repicked
see.
it up, it would stay on him. I guess I'm wrong. But
Maybe
either
King will
way,
give it
that
up
Finger of
again.
Death is going to do a ton of damage with Arcane Supremacy. That is 22% spell amp.
More.
Plus 5%. So it has 26% spell amp? That is a 920 damage nuke.
Yeah, 761. Or 920.
Top lane, they find Centaur. He is alone. Pops the ultimate, but you're not getting away from this lefty Dudebringer.
Maybe
Or
he
is he? Nope,
Lion.
Storm Soldat is here. Says no. Nice try at
No
least.
finger to use. Take his mana, take his life. Actually, draining his mana reduces Juggernaut's damage output and
Yeah.
prolongs the duration of this fight.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've looked at Medusa, but she has suddenly a Scotty and like a BKB completed whenever she wants.
She's loving the Drow aura.
Speaking of Drow, finishes her Shadow Blade finally. Gonna go 4 staff of her as her next item. I think that's absolutely appropriate. She just needs to stay alive. right? Like Fury
Yep.
Roja, you just got to stop dying. Actually, Benbird
play
gets
the aura.
hexed by Storm. Can they make a kill
Rutgers
here?
is crazy. There's Armageddon or Cataclysm. Dodge
And-
with Manta. Omni Slash goes to a Rubik. Finger is
Johan's
used.
in trouble here.
Juggernaut is in trouble.
Ooh, no, he manages to escape. Good Manta. Well, they get another. Did they get a Finger Death stack? I think they did, right? No, they didn't.
No. Every time they go on Medusa, it doesn't go well for them, Ricky.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like pushing high ground into this Medusa is going to be very difficult for Rutgers. They're going to need like a 6-slotted Juggernaut, who like happens to like solo Omni Slasher like while being doomed. Like that is actually the only condition in which they're going to kill this Medusa. It's going to be crazy. She picks up the BKB. Which, I mean, in most games you don't like to build BKB on Medusa, but how do you die as this hero with a BKB now? They actually smoked behind her.
They scouted it. They scouted it. They saw it because Medusa was hit by the smoke for half a second when she was hitting creeps.
Oh,
and Law saw it. He pinged it.
I saw the pings. I just wasn't sure if that was for the smoke, but I think you're right.
Yeah, because Medusa disappeared for a moment.
Yeah, the way they're positioning on their high ground there means that they're looking to break a smoke, and yeah, they check Roshan. And they're not in there. Smoke is gonna expire though.
So look at Stormsoul that runs in first too. He's sacrificial.
They still don't have vision on the enemy team here. Neither team does. They see Poxy now, but they get the runes. The bot runes are still open. I think you see Santa Cruz is expecting Rutgers to be down there to get the runes, so. Take a look at our Drow. Getting close to the 4 staff, not there quite yet, but Invoker. Almost getting close to level 25. It's going to be pretty nuts once he does.
What's his spell? Tornado cooldown? Because that's what he combos with EMP?
I actually don't know. I think both are good. The Radial Deafening Blast is pretty insane.
Yeah,
But
especially with
the
Drow.
Tornado cooldown might be better this game.
Both are good. Can't really make a wrong choice, I think.
Yeah.
Both lose to BKB.
Alright, Medusa's going Daedalus. This is the build, for sure. You just got the attack speed. Like, you don't need anything. You don't need, like, Mjolnir this game. You just go raw damage output, because you just want to be able to click through these enemy heroes.
Yeah, Drow, just stay alive. That's your strategy.
And that's why she has Blink and a Shadow Blade. Centaur actually being a little bit of a bodyguard for her down here. He went back for... Did he go back for Pipe? Or he had Pipe. Maybe he went back for Crimson Guard on Centaur. But he's going to be itemizing for that Aghanim Scepter here still. And you see Santa Cruz just farming, but Rutgers is pulling away. 8,000 gold lead. And a lot of it is obviously Doom just being so farmed. 5,000 above the other offlaner, and that just really coming down to Devour. Has a Halberd completed going for a Shiva's. That's going to be huge.
Both of those still are going to suffer to BKB. If Medusa does die, though, Rutgers is going to be in a great position. But right now, it's pretty much Rutgers versus Medusa, and I'd give Medusa the upper hand.
Yeah, I don't know if they can kill the Medusa. This is going to be what I would expect to be a pretty long game.
Tier 2 towers still standing. 5.
Do they have vision? Rutgers does not see this Santa Cruz team rotating over. Invoker on the low ground gets lifted.
Stolen Alacrity. Stampede comes out. So does Soulbind. Doom's in with his BKB, and Invoker is too. Fantastic respite. Storm Soul that connecting on many.
Oh my gosh.
Grimstroke gonna fall for Rutgers, but Deafening Blast buying Rutgers time to turn around. Centaur dropping low. Omni Slash coming out from Juggernaut. Gonna kill Centaur. Does not connect it to Medusa. Juggernaut wants to test his metal against Medusa, who's BKB'd and Alacrity'd. BKB and Storm
She's in
Soul
trouble now.
draining mana and stunning her. She's surrounded by the enemy team. She's out of mana, soon to be out of life. She doesn't take Storm Soul that this time. He finally gets lucky, missed on the high ground.
Oh my gosh.
Trapped, but they drop her. Storm Soul that never knowing how to retreat, links forward looking for another kill at 300 life.
The double Doom, like we saw it in this fight, it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it just locked out the, like, you see Santa Cruz being able to do anything, and Medusa holds the BKB for a while, but doesn't end up putting out enough damage.
Yeah.
is under attack.
I love the tips too.
Yeah, I mean, Lagcraft manages to just stay alive. He's super tanky. Immediately pops BKB after getting lifted. Doesn't go down.
I want to point out Drow's respawn timer.
I mean, like 10 seconds because she's level 14.
Yeah.
Is she the lowest
She's
level in
back.
the game? 13 is Jakiro, but yeah, might as well
He is
be.
tied for second lowest. Storm Soldat is higher level than her.
Yeah, that is rough. He has a 4-staff now at least, but Medusa died, and that was the raid boss. Like, they kill her. They don't actually get a lot of gold because they're so far ahead in net worth, but this does mean Roshan, and Roshan might be their ticket to winning this game.
And this Medusa's raid boss status comes from the Drow aura. Drow was
Yeah.
one of the first people to die.
Rutgers playing this really well.
I like watching. Oh, Rubik didn't go 60 damage.
What's the other option? Cast range? I think that's fine.
200 health.
Oh, at level 10.
Yeah, I think with Drow you take the 60 damage almost every game.
Radiant's top
60 damage is amazing.
Radiant's top tower
60 damage is the difference between you having items and you not having items,
Yeah, that's a good
which
point.
I think is going to make a bigger deal than 200 health.
He's actually going for the Aghanims. He's getting close. But
Going
again,
for Aghanims.
Rune's going for
Crazy.
Rutgers again.
So what does he get? Aghanim's Doom, Aghanim's Finger, doesn't do anything to Invoker, doesn't do anything to Grimstroke.
I think you mainly get it for the cooldown, right? It goes to
Yeah,
like 2 seconds or something, right? 4
Yeah,
seconds.
and the range to it, it makes it so the other team can't have a Lincoln Sphere. I don't think we're going to see one. But you just pop Lincolns for free.
Alright, Medusa, level 24. We'll see what she decides to do at the level 25 talent. This game, do you go the mana? Or do you
I
go
think
the
she has a
switch
data
shot
list. She's queuing up a data list, so she has to go switch shot modifier.
Probably,
I think.
huh? I think she just goes. She's going dataless satanic. So
Thing about the mana too is that is potential damage into EMP and into Juggernaut. I guess I don't really know how the calculation works, if it's how big of a deal that is. But Juggernaut hits extra hard when you have mana to burn with Diffusal. EMP turns the burnt mana into damage. When her BKB goes to 5 seconds, the mana... I don't know. I really don't know. I think I like the split shot multiplier. Ideally, Drow is not level 14 and is staying alive.
yeah, I mean,
And
there's your
you're
dataless picked up on Medusa. Has buyback in 60 gold, so not trying to die right now, but should be able to get it here from clearing bot wave.
I wouldn't be surprised for
Oh my
the
God,
first thing
stolen
Drow does in the
alacrity.
fight.
Oh my gosh,
Radiant's
that's
I wouldn't be
actually
surprised.
that's actually
it is
just
double Drow
disgusting.
aura.
Yeah, if they actually keep alacrity for this Medusa, if they decide to push high ground, it should be enough to defend.
Yeah, it should be.
Centaur continuously pushing top.
middle tower
Doesn't need to be back yet.
Oh.
Actually, Blink Hex.
Mana drains. They're like, Storm Soldat, please don't force us into fighting right now.
Oh my god, that Mystic Snake just did so much. It hit
That's pretty
3
much the
heroes.
push stopped.
And now they have to back. They actually, like I said, they're going to have a lot of difficulty pushing the high ground. Centaur actually picked up a casual plate mail instead of finishing the Aghanims. Maybe that's what it was that it was earlier. Actually, did they find Storm? He gets the blink barely, but the lift! What is that range?
He's there. They delete Storm Soldat once again.
Oh my gosh.
Cast range Aether Lens.
Past range Aether Lens.
Gem on Grimstroke. So once again, Rutgers wants to take the map over. They did this last game, but last game they were in a much more dominating position before
Yeah.
they picked the gem up.
I mean, they're still 17,000 ahead. This game doesn't seem like they should be winning. Like, it doesn't seem like they actually have that much of a lead, but they're 17,000 gold ahead of Santa Cruz.
There's still a lot of room for Drow to grow is the thing. But if she doesn't grow, that's why Rutgers is able to do what they're doing.
I'm glad Iroha went the 4-staff first before the, Hurricane Pike, but like instead of the Dragon Lance, a lot of people like go the Dragon Lance because it gives her damage and health. But I think the Force Staff is just way more important.
You're way better alive giving your aura than, 10 strength higher or whatever.
Well, Doom level 20 talent goes the Doom DPS as expected. I think Doom Devours Ancients is pretty much the worst talent in the game. The only one it's good for is like giving your team the giant golem buff of like 15 extra health, like 15% extra HP. But like even then, like wouldn't you rather just have a stun or like a pack leader aura, like anything?
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things, right? Like he still can devour creeps, so it's like you're not getting the ability to devour creeps. You get the ability just to get ancient.
Oh my gosh, Yohan just took so much damage. Aegis gets popped too, so. They can't really push. The thing to note here, Invoker picked up Refresher and Radial Deafening Blast, so he is ready.
We're just waiting for the BKB on Medusa to get shorter. That's really what Rutgers wants right now, is just to bait out BKB charges, I think.
Rubik having Alacrity is insane. I will say, Rubik has played this game so well, and on so many different ways. Like he has done a lot, getting really good spells, enabling his team. The problem that we see here is this ward actually might cost them a lot. Storm Soldat, they see the whole Radiant lineup here.
Storm Soldat has played very well as well.
Blinks out, but on the back end goes super deep on Centaur.
That's gonna get caught. What do they steal? Or Spike. They drop him.
Alright. Rutgers not willing to take the fight.
It's not the worst thing to have your position 5 die in those situations. You're giving vision. You're getting everyone dips him, even Aroha. You're getting vision. You're getting everyone on the enemy team to go there, and you're still gaining net worth overall. 20k lead.
Oh my god! Look at the range on this Earth Spike. It might as well be his level 25 talent of 1000 Earth Spike range.
Rubik is gonna have some fun with
the
this.
Stun duration on it's pretty insane too.
He's gonna catch Rutgers off guard, I'm sure, with this spell.
Doesn't the stun duration last longer?
Yep.
So it's like a 3.5 second stun instead of 2.6. Yeah, that's like a 4 second stun actually. Oh my gosh, that's insanity.
And Rubik can get his Aghanim soon.
He's very close. 600 gold. And I feel like most of Santa Cruz needs to say buyback. The most important, obviously, being Medusa, and she's done a really good job at holding it so far this game. Level 25 goes the 1000 mana, actually.
Okay.
She needs, I guess, like, at the end of the day, like, Medusa cannot afford to die.
Yeah, and she knows she has to. The team is on her snaky back right now.
Yeah.
Juggernaut's getting
Pike finished on Drow. What does Jug go at 25? Probably.
I think I've seen 600 health become way more popular recently.
I mean, it's so much health. It's so much health.
And it's guaranteed. You're not guaranteed 1 extra second of Omni Slash.
Yeah, and especially against like heroes like Medusa and Drow, raw health is actually really good. Because Drow just ignores armor and does pure damage, so you actually do just need health.
Yeah.
Which is why he went for the Scotty build. He actually has a nullifier now. Where did that come from?
Picked it up just a couple minutes ago. 42-minute double damage.
Never mind, he didn't go Scotty. He was queuing Scotty, went for a nullifier instead. I like it.
Nullifier Basher. He's got the blink.
This is a great Juggernaut build, actually. If he manages to get on top of like Medusa or anyone, it's a big deal.
Here we
might
go.
go for it right now.
Hard, because you can't really blink spin with Ice Path. It will stun you.
Yeah.
Macropyre used. I don't know if it's going to get
Storm
the second
that
wave.
just hiding, but they actually see him behind the tree there really momentarily if they can get
this
the pick
is the
off,
most Diego play ever. Your team's not even close to you. You're behind the tree right outside their base.
This game is so tense. It is insane.
It's hilarious. I love it. He's going to try and start the
Blink
fight.
up on the high ground.
Okay, there it is. He gets stunned. Cataclysm comes out. Stampede dooms in with his BKB. Soulbind on Medusa doesn't connect. Juggernaut is on Medusa, but so is a Stone Form Doom. Doom counter-doomed. Juggernaut forced to run away because of this great defense from the slugs.
Medusa needs to get to the base. She's doomed. Force her in. She's dead.
Get her out. Oh my god! They barely... She has buyback. Let's make her use it.
I mean, they blew everything for this on the side of Rutgers. Everything. The refresher, the ultimates.
Special initiating that. This is so good for their net worth right now. If Medusa's forced to buy out, there it is.
She's deeping right in their face.
And they're going to back out, trade a Grimstroke. That's all you need. BKB charge on Invoker as well. Lion.
Oh, free ward too. Nice, there we go. Well, they get her buyback, and suddenly top net worth is Invoker.
Mm-hmm. Invoker has an Aeon disc as well.
I mean, her buyback was so expensive too. It was like almost, it was what, like 2,500 gold or something? She has a Satanic actually on Courier. That's where the Courier is going right now. So it's a pretty big deal. If she had it in the last fight, maybe she lives, right? Maybe she lives.
Yeah. No, actually, she would have been able to activate it with Doom.
True, not with the Doom, but before the Doom came off is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
no, she would have had enough life. She would have even just had enough strength, because she just barely died, so the strength would have kept her up. What was I going to say?
They want to kill. They need to find a kill, but they really want Roche. Roche respawns. The Doom Illusion is in there getting taken down, but they're still invis. They're going for it now. They know this is happening. Immediate buyback.
Buyback. Storm Soldat does not screw around.
I mean,
okay, Stone Gaze used on an illusion. Now we have Invoker here to set up the combo, using BKB charge on Medusa early, very early, half duration. Roshan still hasn't fallen. Soulbind hits on Drow and Centaur. This is great on the backside. Doom and
gets the Aegis, gets the cheese.
Drop Jakiro.
The illusions just kill Grimstroke.
No Cataclysm.
All right, Johan's on the back end. He's got to be really careful here. He has nothing left. No Omni Slash. He's dead.
Johan stunned, dropped. He has buyback.
Oh my gosh. This is huge for Santa Cruz. They get the Aegis and the cheese onto Medusa. Johan's buyback will be forced here, most likely. And, not to mention, Lion bought back at the start of the fight, and so did Grimstroke. So, this is 3 buybacks down.
Here we go with the push. Do you think they try and end it here? They at least see what they can do.
They want to force the Juggernaut buyback, more than anything. That is important. Because then it's... The next fight, you wait for your Medusa's buyback to come off cooldown, and then suddenly you're up a hero.
Smoke used. Lotus Orb on Centaur for the Invoker stun. Cold Snap. Goes for the Tornado. Hits on 2. Medusa just got BKB off cooldown. Tier 3 is down. EMP.
Doesn't manage to dodge it, but she saw a snake. There's the buyback.
Glass buyback on Jug. This is where they want to take the fight. Doom BKB. He goes in, goes on the Drow. Lion Finger doesn't really do that much. Meatball looks like it might be doing
still
a
has
better.
Aegis still.
Doom looks like he's gonna drop. Medusa
Juggernaut got doomed.
Killing everybody. That's a stolen Doom on the backside. Johan with no buyback. Cataclysm connects. Ice Path does not. That could have been a game-winning Ice Path.
Medusa's still alive and has cheese. Drow's coming in. They actually find the Storm Soldat on the top end.
About a minute and a half. This is just 1 lane of Rax. Rutgers does not have to commit.
They're going to go straight tier 4. Absolutely going straight tier 4. There's no way
they're
he's
going
off
straight
this.
tier 4, Ricky.
I don't... Can
like they... Centaur.
They have Omni Slash left.
Embrace.
They have
no
Blade.
mana on Medusa, who's baiting with cheese and Aegis. There's Stampede. What can they do? BKB used on Invoker. Omni
they
Slash
kill the
takes
Jakiro.
out only a support. Now they're going for Medusa. She has 3 lives. Radial Death and Blast going to buy Juggernaut some time, but he's in danger. They go for the Centaur first. He has mana.
Doomed. He's dead. Stolen Omni Slash actually on the back end.
It's going to pop off the Aether. Centaur buys back in. Centaur does not have.
Edward is still alive. Will finally fall. Rubik.
There it is. Aegis popped. Now, standing on their
BKB available.
If they kill Invoker,
they're just going straight for the throne.
They are. Medusa. If
BKB
Medusa dies,
pops.
they have nothing. This is it, Ricky. This is deciding who is going to be eliminated from the lower bracket. We see
They're doing it.
Buyback. We see Johan die. No buyback. Fortification is used. The last 3 players from Rutgers standing. Drow with no help. They've lost the aura. Stone Gaze comes out. No BKB. Lightcraft desperately trying to stay alive. Grimstroke and Doom going in. Ancient. And they can't. They need to defend it, and it's below half health. There's a fantastic Cataclysm coming out, Ricky. We're going to see Grimstroke die. 2 players left on Rutgers. Their chance of surviving in this tournament. We're going to see Lightcraft fall, Ricky.
Oh
Doom is
my
the only one
gosh.
standing. The Ancient is going to be claimed. Ricky.
Santa Cruz.
Plus it looks. Because they're going home. Better luck next year's. lower bracket match that was supposed to be best of one, Ricky. One of the that was probably the best series of the playoffs so far.
My heart is pounding. Like, I cannot stress to you how hard my heart is beating right now. This game was so stressful, and I am so sad to see Rutgers go home, but you gotta give it to the Slugs. This draft was just... I mean, they had no way to deal with the Medusa, and they bait the Juggernaut as the only real counter, and they respond with a Drow. And it just allows this Medusa to get so farmed so fast.
I was gonna say I gotta give Drow a nod. Very difficult game, but that was a Drow strat in the end. From the draft and the Juggernaut, we assume baiting into the Juggernaut pick with a banned PA into that fantastic game where with no buyback on Medusa they pushed for the end.
That was Roche decision was huge.
Sexy draft.
Their decision to just go Roche, Medusa all's in for it. She pops Stonegate, she pops BKB, she tops Manta. She's just sitting on the Roche pit, deciding, like, if I get this Aegis cheese, we win this game. They cannot kill her 3 times. Not without expending all their buybacks, and they did, and still couldn't kill her twice. So, it's just...
Medusa was over double Drow's net worth at the end, I just noticed.
Yeah, I mean, 35,000 net worth after buybacking, too. Like, this... Her item build, perfect. That's all she needed. She played it super well. Centaur, did he even get his Aghanim Scepter? I don't even know.
He did not.
He didn't. Yeah, he never even got it. It just didn't matter. But I will say, Rubik had some amazing spell steals. He got the Doom, counter Doom's a Juggernaut.
He casted more Dooms than Doom and more Fingers than Lion. He had an Omni Slash steal. He was alacritying a Medusa, who was also getting Drow Aura. He put her over 300 damage by a landslide.
Yeah, pushing, like, they couldn't push high ground because he stole Alacrity. They couldn't push high ground for like 8 minutes because he had Alacrity.
Johan was going to die before Blade Fury ended when he didn't realize how much damage he was putting out.
Yeah, it's just insane. I mean, good game, well played by both teams.
Continue through the lower bracket.
We knew both of these teams were really good going into this. Like, we knew that one of these teams had to go home, right? But no one really knew which. Like, this was an insanely even game. And it's just today, UC Santa Cruz. Tomorrow could have been Rutgers.
Ricky, would you join me for a moment of silence for Storm Sold Out and the boys?
Yeah, please. Everyone in chat, moment of silence.
Shh, moment of silence.
All right, that's long enough.
Yeah, I hear the bus warming up in the background.
All right.
Well,
that's
all
I got
for tonight, Ricky.
That is it. We got amazing series coming up Wednesday as well, but tonight that is going to be the end of it. Going all 3 games, definitely the best series we've seen so far with CSL. And congratulations, UC Santa Cruz, moving on to the next round of the playoffs, one step closer to that LAN appearance. And good luck next year, Rutgers.
You know, play up. I expect to see them online.
Yeah, this was incredible. That's going to do it for us tonight. Before we head out, Carlo, you are incredible.
Twitter,
where can these people find you?
CARLOLT0N. Twitch, CARLT0N. More importantly, Ricky, if they want to find me, they need to know where to look for you. Where can they find you? Y'all can find me on any form of social media, but mainly here on Twitch at rcryptic, RKRYPTIC, where we cast a lot of Dota, not just CSL, major, minors, all of it in between. So TI. Yeah, we'll be a TI. Who knows? But that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you, Collegiate Star League, for giving us this amazing platform for collegiate esports, the best one in existence. And that's it. That's all we got. We're calling it for the night. My heart can't take anymore. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Eliminated from the lower bracket. They're doing it. Buyback. We see Johan die. No buyback. Fortification is used. The last 3 players from Rutgers standing. Drow with no help. They've lost the aura. Stonegaze comes out. No BKB. Lakecraft desperately trying to stay alive. Grimstroke and Doom going in. Ancient as they can't. They need to defend it. And it's below half health. There's a fantastic catapult.